Good morning, everybody. Let's go. Address library's back. Hallelujah. We have coffee. Wasteland Wednesday. Let's go. Okay, it's reheated coffee from yesterday, but it's still better than nothing. Whew. Ha. Game had me a little worried for a minute there. I was like, don't do this again. Don't work the night before and then and fall on your face. Oh boy. Hey David, how you doing? What? Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Okay, there we go. It was working, I swear to God. Uh, let's go. We're back. Boy, it hesitated there for a second. I was like, nah. I was going to feel like somebody was just messing with me. Yeah, Address Library got an update for PC. Um, I have installed it. Things seem to be working. I mean, not everything because, oh, I'm still missing something. What is it? I'm still missing one or two things. Yeah, here we go. Right, right, right. We got a few alerts. Hey, Dom. Yes, the game is possibly loading. Check it out, everybody. Oh, hope everybody's Wednesday's going okay. I don't know how life was treating you guys in the meantime. I did occasionally, take a glance at Discord just to see if anybody was trying to say something. Well, here we are. It's alive. Yeah. Yeah, it's true, Dunlure. My last video got demonetized and all we did was play Fallout 76. So, something. Okay, we're just carrying our weapons. We're just carrying our clothes. And the pounds and pounds of aid I'm always packing around. We probably have a Nuka-Cola addiction for all I know. No junk, no mods. Some ammo for things we need. Okay, I think we're ready. I think we're ready. Yeah, I don't know, Dom, but that video you and I were in on Friday, it's completely demonetized. Not partially, not in some countries, like just boom, nope. I don't know what we did. A Red Rocket Station settlement? Hey, that's really cool, man. I will check that out. I was just looking for DM stuff, but yeah, I'll check it out, man. Cool. Oh, map. Boston Mayoral Shelter, here we come. Somewhere... No. Hey, you guys want to hear something crazy? On my PlayStation, I downloaded America Rising 2. For the first time ever, it was available. I've got Dax attachment pack stuff. I've got America Rising 2. I've got some of Tumba's like clothing mods. It's pretty cool. I'm not going to complain about this update too much. It made the console experience much better, which was nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so hang on. Why can't I remember where Boston Mayoral Shelter is? It's right over here, yeah? Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Well, I've never been there. That's part of it, I guess. Yup. And it is. Now, the playthrough I'm currently in on my PS5 is I'm like a level 55 character, I think, on that one. And I missed the boat storyline wise to join the Enclave, but all their stuff is there. Like it's It's I was approached by the NPCs, the faction NPCs that come and talk to you about getting rid of the Enclave. They approached me. Like, I think it's working. Whoa. Hey there. Super. Oh, that's a Brotherhood Knight. Well, they don't like me, so, you know. I'm just not used to seeing them. I thought they were super mutants. You know, the problem solver lives up to its name. Anybody notice that? Somebody's still stomping around there. You can still see their little headlight flashing around in the room. Listen, buddy, you're not fooling me. I know you're there. And now that they have stopped detecting me, they will just start wandering around like everything's fine, even though they have the corpses of their two friends laying in the doorway. There he is. There he is. Saw you. Come on, get. I'm using up all my 7.62. I guess this could be a problem, but what can I say? These are Brotherhood of Steel soldiers in T60 armor, so. Oh, there's a vertibird on its way? Dang it. We're about to get ourselves in trouble, people. I guess it's time to eat and drink a little something. Am I right? Yeah, Bethesda did some good for console players in particular, obviously, but yeah, truth. Better but still parched. Properly hydrated. I should have grabbed some more purified water before heading out on this little venture. Got him. What the hell? Hello, Institute. Why did you guys just show up? Aquapura, that'll help. That'll work. One, two, three, four, and a courser. Was one of these an undercover synth? Would have been one of these guys. Brotherhood Knight. Is there a synth? No. There's no synth component. I mean, I used to have a mod called Synths Spawn Synths, where the synths carried synth relay grenades and they would call their own reinforcements, and that would get out of hand sometimes. T60B. This is good armor. I guess I don't understand why these guys all jumped in here immediately. That is wild. Just the second I dropped these Brotherhood of Steel. Sheesh. The Institute really is everywhere. Dun 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 down. The Xbox America Rising 2, when Senator Matthews arrives, the mod crashes every time. Oh. Are you talking about the scene with the vertibirds arriving? Like, is that where when the vertibirds come? Should I try to save? I don't think I need to. There's a mattress here, granted. But I don't think we need to try and save. It seems like more work than we need to put into this. For now. I mean, we just got here, you know? There's a pillow. We'll just have ourselves a nice little sleep here on this sleeping bag. Oh, wait, no. Because they put it slightly under something, you're not allowed to use it. Mm-hmm. Don Lure, your back's hurting and welcome to the stream. Sorry to hear that. A few times that it doesn't crash. Huh, okay. So it's it's got its issues. Hey, Kate. Don't sneak up on me like that. Okay, now as you all know, we are in the vicinity of the Mayoral Shelter. Yes, I know it's garbage, Kate. I might look at this power armor and want to do something with it, okay? Any bugs here? No? Okay, I'm going to take this stuff just in case. Ooh, bourbon. Another adjustable wrench, a hammer. Is this stuff heavy? Yeah. Yes, it is. Is it all potentially useful crafting stuff? Heck yeah. Is there a sleeping bag under this tent? No, there should be. Come on, game survival players need a little support. You know, what am I doing using this gun? I'm killing rad roaches with the problem solver. Come on. That's ridiculous. Okay, so we've got some T-51. Do we want to use a power armor frame, I guess, is the question. To investigate the Boston Mayoral Shelter. I'm carrying too much? Pish. Pish posh. And what's this? Westech Power Armor Manual. Heavy guns are more accurate and ignore some of the enemy's armor in power armor. Hey, that's cool.
Really?
I used to collect comics like that when I was a kid.
I'm all for taking all we can, but you're looking a little way down there.
Unless you want to crawl across the Commonwealth, you should dump some stuff you're carrying.
Let's see if I get more carry weight or less by jumping in this power armor.
Remind me not to mess with you when you're...
No power? There's no fusion core in this? Oh, damn, you're kidding me. Huh. Well, I don't carry fusion cores around in these playthroughs the way I would normally. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll just transfer all of our junk into this stand. That's fine. No power armor today, folks. I didn't bring a fusion core. All right, we're going. We're going for it. The Institute doesn't hate us. So the Boston Mayoral Shelter shouldn't be that bad. I can't remember if it's up this way or down there. Up this way, I think. Yeah, I see it now. Settlement radio loudspeakers. Yeah. You're just blasting the Enclave radio all the time now? What is up there? Oh, Brahmin. Oh, okay. Ladies, carry on. Carry on about your business. They're all standing on the edge of a cliff. Don't jump. Don't jump. Don't do it. Thankfully, Brahmin are not very decisive. Maybe it's the two heads. Okay, Boston Mayoral Shelter. Subject of today's videos, let's talk about failed bunkers that aren't vaults. Not the intentionally failed ones that had a horrific experiment. Let's talk about civilian bunkers, or well, you know, civilian-esque bunkers. Non-Vault-Tech bunkers that also have dark stories. I figured top on the list is the Boston Mayoral Shelter. We have some kind of an engineer, doctor, something here. We have a military guy up here in this control booth. Little environmental storytelling says, somebody here who died in this excavator got it cable attached to this door and yanked this security door off with this excavator. And now we got people dead in the doorway. We got military defenders dead here laying around where they were clearly overwhelmed by a mob of people who died at this. Requires key. Oh, okay. Well, we'll just go up to the control room here that apparently no one thought to go to. I don't know. And we'll open the door. Remote door control. Unlock door. Didn't even have it password protected. And that mob still didn't even check. Come on. Or they did, and that's why these guys are dead. That might be what it was. Maybe those guys are dead now because the mob did go up there, right? But not all of them got through the door, that's for sure. You know, if we were collecting bones and parts, this would be a good place to do it. Because some rough stuff went down here. If you would have been in command, that wouldn't have happened. Yeah, I have to agree. These military guys, which are probably like National Guard or something, since they're protecting the Boston Mayoral Shelter. And it's not a military shelter, so, you know, they probably got called in by the mayor. So, let's see. Dead defender. Dead defender. Lady in a dress. She got this far. We've got somebody who got this far and took this guy out. I think you should be able to take the army helmets off of these guys. It doesn't matter to me right now, but... Oh, a stealth boy. Was this guy trying to use it? Was he using it? You know, if the invaders had them, that would have really turned the tables on these defenders, but... Okay, looks like... Down here in the... You know what's weird about all this? Is... There's no city on top of this. Like... Why is this old underground structure with obviously very old brickwork and stuff like that? Why is it here? What was it supporting? Another defender. Oh, nice. My sneak attack is ridiculous. So we've got turrets, security doors, and just piles of people. So the mob got this far. A bunch of them got mowed down here. Even this guy hiding behind the door. He must have just been pinned down. Was that the only turret? Thought there were more. The security gate's not locked, so obviously they got through this. At some point, I would say, they must have gotten through that security gate. Why am I picking up junk? Why am I doing it? Why am I doing that? I don't know. Let's just assume I'll need it later, I guess. There's a lot of aluminum here. Anybody looking for aluminum, go ahead and come to the Boston Mayoral Shelter. But if you are enemies with the Institute, this would be perhaps a dangerous place. How about the water? Is it irradiated? No. Clean water here. They got that right. All right. The elevator down. Boop. I don't know why I'm still traveling with Wait, am I still traveling with McCready? I am, right? He's here somewhere, isn't he? Ooh, gas. Do not fire your weapons coming out of the elevator. Things could get messy. I guess that goes for my companions. I know there are Institute agents here. Wow. Oh, so that happened. I thought I was out of the gas. Funny how that works. Dang, I'm powerful here, folks. Look at me. Godlike powers. Just taking turrets out before they've even opened up. Okay. Another checkpoint. With turrets still on. So now I'm looking at this and thinking, well, the invading mob either didn't get this far or somebody turned the turrets off.
Got it.
Because look at it. I mean, I see 2 turrets and no corpses. Whatever was going on here, they didn't...
Break the code.
Ooh, expert. Shoot. But expert's not master. Still, I don't think I have any perk points into lockpicking. Oh, I have 1. So that means if I have a lockpicker's or wait, that's not a that's a terminal. I'm an idiot. Well, we'll just keep going.
Don't leave anything behind that might be useful.
Okay, Kate. And then you're also the same one who tells me to stop picking stuff up, by the way. Make up your mind.
We'd move faster if you kept your eyes on the road and off me arse.
Okay. She just really needs the validation sometimes, you know? Alright. And as we go further down, we are finding fewer corpses. I'm not sure the mob got this far. Or if they did, somebody turned the turrets off for them. That's what happened. Hey, easy. By the way, well, I'm picking up a lot of junk. I know. Cooking oil is pretty useful in crafting, though.
Huh. This still looks cleaner than me place back at the combat zone.
I believe that, Kate. I believe that. So the Boston Mayoral Shelter. How do we feel about this versus a vault? Like Vault Tech had its brand of shelter. This one's, you know, I'm kind of digging this. I understand that it's like a million miles of concrete, but they've got like some nice wallpaper. They have carpets. Of course, Vault Tech didn't do carpets because they were thinking like 200 years or something for the vault to operate. Better be some pretty serious linoleum, am I right? Okay, we have laundry rooms. I don't think I need to hide. Not for this part. So, okay, we'll take it, I guess. Funny that we have not yet run into any of the Institute guys. I know they're here. Industrial size shortening. So this must be the pantry. I see. So all these boxes are full of emergency rations and supplies and stuff. And, you know, knowing the preservatives available in Fallout 4, they're probably still good. Yeah, there is a lack of technology here, but the water's clean, so they've got some kind of filtration system. So somebody with this suitcase had the safe key. Probably stole some things out of it. Came here to hide, and they're dead, so... Summer shorts. That was what they were packing? That was their plan, to go out onto the irradiated surface and pack their summer shorts? That's adorable. Yeah, they came back here, and they're dead, though. I wonder why they're dead. In the chaos of the looting, they stole some money. But what do you know? It didn't avail them. There's a vase still sitting here with flowers in it. How crazy. A vacuum tube and an old radio cabinet. What a thing. This is pretty great. We've got a, I see what this is. This is like a little bar. See, somebody would have been back here, tending bar, while people relaxed in front of this fire in this little room. Okay, I get it. This would have been like a kitchen and a living room. This would have been like a den or something. There's our dining room. I'm getting it. And then down here must be the residential area. The bathroom. A bathroom. Probably not the bathroom. One would think there'd be more than one in this place like this. You'd want a backup, you know, like you get some bad plumbing in one bathroom, you better have another one in this situation. Oh, and we're finally overloaded. Kate.
Excuse me. If something's on your mind, I'd love to hear about it.
Oh, man.
Nothing else I needed.
Fine by me.
Fine.
Hey.
What do you want?
I want you to carry things.
Open for business.
Let's go, buddy. Oh, wow. Do I already have you carrying some stuff? Ah. From the look of it, he's overloaded. Let's take some things off his plate. Yeah, you don't need that. He had fusion cores on him? Wow. Are you carrying any ammo I can use? Well, of course not. That is why you're carrying it. Makes sense. Makes sense. Man. We should have sold some things, McCready. Can you take some aluminum cans? Yeah, but not very many.
Trying to lug the whole Commonwealth?
All right. Hang on. I think I can get her to carry things with this AFT master control.
Unless you want to crawl across the
Need
Commonwealth,
something?
you should dump some stuff.
I know. McCready. Gear. Let's just trade her.
Aw. And here I thought
Yeah,
you
this is
wanted
better than home plate. A substandard of living. Well, you know, better living underground is usually the motto, am I right? How much is she carrying? She also is carrying a lot, but she's got some more. She's got some more in her. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Kate. So the residential area of the Boston Mayoral Shelter. We got a nice laundry room. This is also a decent place to get things like soap. There's kind of a lot of soap here compared to most folks. All right, we got a room. We got a bedroom with a crib. Okay, so this is where we start to get into the lore of the Boston Mayoral Shelter. Why did it fail? Well, mostly, I think, because of the crowd that rushed it from outside. And why would they do that? Well, they definitely had reasons. Here we go. Astoundingly awesome tales. Regenerate 1 point of health per minute. Well, that's pretty useful, actually. In a survival playthrough, that's kind of a handy thing. Alright. We have the safe key because we went and found it in the pantry. Fixer, medic, psycho, stealth boy. Another stealth boy. Well, I mean, I'm not overloaded yet, so sure. I'll take the things. That's future GP's problem, right? Ooh, we got a bed. That's what I'm talking about. A real, honest-to-goodness bed that we can sleep in as long as we want. You told me why?
All this rest is making me tired.
God, did I miss you telling me about the Boston Mayoral Shelter? Is that what you're talking about, Dom? Well, I know about the Boston Mayoral Shelter. Mm-hmm. And in case I missed you summarizing this for us already, Dom, I'm just going to go ahead and paraphrase, sum up something.
That's it.
Our boy, the mayor here,
Now you're just showing off.
Looks like you've done that a few
that's him, surrounded by beer bottles and with a radio in the bathtub with him, his corpse. You can do the math. He was a terrible mayor. He was a little incompetent, a little corrupt, like many of the Fallout, political figures. But he built this shelter with taxpayer money, talking about how it was a shelter for the people of Boston, right? That's why he was funneling so much of the city's budget there and the Commonwealth's budget to this place. And then when the bombs fell, guess what? He didn't let anybody else in, just his family, because that's who he was actually building it for. His wife was pregnant. They already had kids on the ground. And he was just going to, funnel money, embezzle money away from the people of Boston to build this shelter for him and his family. And in some ways, you can't blame him because people do things for family like that, right? They put family first, blah, blah, blah. But in other ways, man. So when the people of Boston came here to use the Boston Mayoral Shelter and found it barred by the the military, they freaked out.
Hi, sweetheart. I'm sorry it had to end this way.
I'm turning this up a little bit.
I tried to build a place where our
Off
children
the soap.
could live comfortably. You know, I'm a family man, and know our children come first. I do
Before
anything
anybody
for them,
else.
even at the expense of taxpayers' money. The
Mm-hmm.
mob has broken through, and it's only a matter of time before they reach the lower level. As a last resort to protect our family, I give you, I give you myself. Take my body to the people. Tell them I died a coward. Maybe they will leave you in peace. I left the
Unlikely.
key to the
They
safe
want in
with
the
one of
shelter.
attendants. I forget his name. Anyway, goodbye, my darling. I love you and the children so much.
He gave the safe key to one of the attendants. He forgets his name. Well, that attendant took the key and took some money out of it and then went and died in a pantry, bud. So the mayor killed himself in this bathtub, thinking that if his wife and his staff brought his body to the mob, that the mob might chill out and go away. That seems like a stretch, Mayor.
Time you want me to carry some of that valuable gear you're lugging? Just let me know.
So why didn't it happen, right? Why is his body still in the tub? Well, we should be able to find out if we look around a little bit. Yeah, it's true, David. They try to, but it's because they don't want
You like old
both
stuff,
of them
don't
to
you?
be in the same place in a crisis. That's what it is. We got to have one of the two, so they can't both run to the same shelters every time something
You're gonna
happens.
drag that junk around.
Will you just knock it off? We're building this Mr. Gutsy model. So this is obviously the children's bedroom, then, I suppose. We got 3 beds here. He must have a big family already. Or he was planning on a big family because I know they had babies, like babies. All right, this looks like staff quarters. Yeah, there's the bathroom key. Interesting. So we could have gotten into the bathroom there if we needed to. Guard update. Here we go. What can the guards tell us?
Found the mayor in the tub last night.
Mm-hmm.
Locked the door before the missus found him. Didn't want her to see him like that. I told her he'll be back soon and not to worry.
Mm.
In the meantime, I told her to take the children down to the utility room in the gym and wait for the all clear. Situation's getting out of control and we're outnumbered. It's only a matter of time before this place falls into chaos.
Mm-hmm. Vault 111 t-shirt. Huh. Interesting inclusion, right? Since most people wouldn't have even known about which vault was which, blah, 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 but... Okay, so this guard, or a guard, found the mayor's body, and then... Oh, master? Shoot. Well, we're never getting in there. But it's well stocked, so if you visit the Boston Mayoral Shelter, bring some hacking and lockpicking skills. Hacking in particular will do you some good. Hacking skills will get you some supplies, see? Ammo boxes, stim packs, Radaway, Radex. You know? Okay. But there are lots of beds here to sleep in, so that's nice. Another bathroom. They got plenty of bathrooms. That was good thinking. That is a necessity. I kind of like the Boston Mayoral Shelter more than a lot of the vaults. When I'm looking at it. Like, it feels a little more like a home. But I guess that's because it was built for just the mayor's family and his staff. You know. Just bring Nick, huh? Okay. Good tip, David. Good tip. Let me in.
Sweet.
I don't think I need to keep grabbing junk. I am definitely going to run out.
Teach me that sometime.
Yeah, that's true. Nothing beats Vault 81, because guess what? It's still there. This place is trashed. This place fell because it was... What the... A camera and a teddy bear in a wheelchair with a rattle? What? A miniature wheelchair, by the way. Where did someone get a tiny teddy bear sized wheelchair? This, I don't even know what we're fetishizing with that little setup, but it felt like we were fetishizing something. You know? Alright, paint can, Guns and Bullets t-shirt, pack of cigarettes. Of course, only the Fallout world, you know, would have like their fitness equipment here and cigarettes here next to the gym. Where's the Institute? I don't get it. The Institute is always here. I really expected to find synths. So we can go in this hatch. And we can find... Aha! There's one. We can find where, you know, a pair of people. These might be citizens, they might be staff. It's pretty hard to tell, isn't it? Monkeys. I don't know if these were invading citizens or if they were staff that had run up here for a rendezvous or an escape. Yes. I'm you know what, I'm not even enemies with these guys, so. Alright, it seems steep, but we can do it. How come the Institute is just hanging out in these tunnels and not... Okay. Look, suddenly, you know you guys, when I came through here the first time, none of you were here. Huh, okay. Lucky for them, I already disabled all the turrets. Shorter recovery time. Easy, you are on fire today. It's literally a shorter recovery time. Alright, so there's that tunnel. We've got some Institute here in the gym. Look, they have a gym. Check this out. This is kind of better than the vaults. Did you ever see a vault with a gym like this? There should have been. I guess Vault 81's got some big spaces. Vault 81's got some space. But I mean, why isn't there a gymnasium just as standard equipment in most?
Subject identified.
All right, so the utility room off of the gymnasium is where the the mayor's wife was told to go hide. So let's go see if that's where she went, right? Oh, and sure enough, Huh. Interesting. Oh, a mini nuke. Okay. Interesting place. This is some kind of crafting area. A fusion core. Could have used that earlier. Well. I forgot to... Boston Shelter, Mayor's Goodbye. Where are you? There we go. That's the one.
Where are you, honey? I've been told to take the children to a safe place near the gym. Are you okay? The children are scared.
Right? Right, Dom?
This whole situation is my fault. I convinced you we needed all of this stuff if the worst ever happened. Now look at what's happening. All my fault.
Hmm.
When you come back... Oh, hold on.
Wow.
Looks like the little one's hungry. It's okay, baby. Don't cry. It's okay. Mommy's here.
Interesting.
Listen.
She blames herself for pressuring him to provide a lot for them in the event of the apocalypse, and he did. Yeah, that's a baby we hear crying, and there's no sign of him because, thankfully, and I'm just going to say I'm grateful for this, Fallout doesn't have a dead baby asset. You know? I can live with that. That's okay. Unimmersive? Maybe. Better? Yes. Yeah, right? I would 100% imagine that people would spend themselves some time here. Okay, now, everybody who's played this game a few times, they know what kind of nasty surprise is awaiting them in this section here. And I'm wondering what happened. Like, why is a section of the shelter blown out? This was rebar reinforced concrete. You know, like this was thick enough not to just cave. Are they trying to say some geological event broke this hole? Are they saying the mob tunneled in from outside and managed this? That seems like a stretch. Weird. But if we go into this cave, you guys know what's waiting for us. We're gonna need something here. Problem Solver's pretty sharp, but I only have so many bullets for it. It could probably do the job. But you know what? I have a lot of microfusion cells. Let's go with old trusty. The old two-shot. Let's crank her up and sharpen some pencils, everybody. Maybe you blew that out, David. Right. They never got the prototype out of Jim out of Vault 88, so that's why they never have them. Maybe. Okay. Here we go, gang. We haven't slept in a minute. You know, do I have any aid items to help me out here? I probably do. Like, what about like a lad's life? There we go. Damage received reduces damage received from creatures. That, you know, maybe. I'm probably dead in one swipe. Anyway, but let's see. What else we got? What else we got? Lots of Nuka stuff. We have some Psycho. I don't need it, right? Rocket. Max AP. That's all it says. It seems so dumb. I don't know what it does. Yaogwai ribs. Iguana bits. Yeah, sure. Future weapons today. There we go. You know, we'll end it there. A couple buffs. We don't need all the buffs. Okay, we've got the skeletal remains of some people. Like I said, this is not a bad place to come for bones. You know what? Here, ready? Roar! Yeah. Here, Institute, help us out. Here, we're gonna come up here to an advent. Oop, whoops! I thought I had a firing position from up there. I guess not. You got this? You got this, Institute? Look at me running like a coward. I was being all brave. Let's drink a little something. How about some Aquapura? Properly hydrated. Hell yes. Perhaps they do. Hey, big boy. Who jump scared who? Who jump scared who, Deathclaw?
Don't leave anything behind that might be useful.
So there are definitely some people that died up in here. Recently a Brahmin. Whoa, a fat man on this corpse. Look at that. So some military dudes died in this cave. It makes me wonder what era this cave is from. Like, was the fat man used to blow the hole open in the gym? Seems reckless. Come on, I can do this. There we go.
Nice.
Raven! How you doing?
The hell is that awful stench?
Well, you know what it is, Kate. So there it is, folks. The tawdry tale of the Boston Mayoral Shelter. Now inhabited for some reason, and it's unclear why, by the Institute. Maybe they're interested in expanding some operations, and this is another secret underground place they could be? Right? It is relatively far from the Institute itself. Maybe they were thinking of making this an outlying, like, outpost. Maybe they sent a few synths here to kind of size the place up for a refit, you know? I actually kind of like that version of events, because this seems like a waste otherwise. All right, we'll take the shortcut to the top. Excuse me, gentlemen. Seriously, Institute, you can't like maintain some of these neoprene prosthetics on these Gen 1s and 2s. Like, you can't give them, you know, like replace the nose on these guys, or just something to make them less creepy and inhuman. You know what I mean? You doing a staycation? Nice, Raven. That's nice. Alright, more Institute. Like I said, if you're enemies with the Institute, this is a fight. This becomes a fight. They show up. Look at this. We would have had to fight our way out. Dang, they are here. Like, apparently they've got their reasons. Hey, McCready, there you are. You up here the whole time? Kind of seems like it. Alright, out we go. Yes, synthing ain't easy, but it's necessary. Alright. Oh, what? We're in the middle of a rad storm? Well, of course we are. Tell you what, let's bounce, before we go to our next failed shelter, let's bounce back to Diamond City and let's once again unload some stuff. Pretty sure the vendors there should have gotten themselves a reset by now. Maybe so. Do we want to just schedule a 76 round on Friday? I'm up for that. Hydrated. Feed me, Seymour. Properly fed. Let's put away this intimidating weapon.
You'll get used to Diamond City security being unhelpful. Just ignore them like I do.
Shopping at night? Diamond City surplus is always open.
All right, where are my companions? Kate, Kitty, Kate. You got stuff. Let's.
Time to trade a few things.
It is time to trade a few things, my dear. Ammo I will probably never need. 12.7. I definitely don't have any guns loaded that'll fire 12.7. Ah, the Assaultron blade. If only I had a good one. Robot right leg can. Wow, there's too much here. Harpoons. Definitely don't need that. Gamma rounds. I'm not going to be firing any of those. She's got 7 fusion cores. Night vision laser rifle. Don't need that. Pikmin's blade. Mutant Slate. We're going to sell that one. Don't need that one. Oh boy. A searing rad sword. Cool, but I mean, it's got nothing on the weapon she is rocking. This shocking puncturing indigo rocket bat is just too good. But I could get her something cooler. Gee, girl, you are just carrying every dang thing. A violent 10 mil. That's actually not that bad. I should give that to Piper or something, you know. And the wooden
You like
toy.
old stuff, don't you?
I see. You and McCready been sneaking around behind my back, have ya? McCready's just handing out wooden soldiers right and left. Everybody's... He's just letting all the ladies see his wooden soldier. That McCready.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
All right, what should I unload? Let's go ammo, since I'm carrying a bunch and it's heavy. What? You only have 58 caps? Damn it. Here, I guess I better buy back some usable ammo, but I get the feeling I'm not going to be lighter weight by the end of this. Doesn't seem like I will. Boy, and he doesn't have much of the stuff I fire. Yikes. That is a shame, sir. Shame on you. What can I buy back that I would actually want? Okay, I mean, microfusion cells, I've got enough, but sure. Mm-hmm. Wow, that's... And we're basically done. Close enough. It's... Back to home plate. Isn't that what we all hope for? I've got an update on the van, everybody. So, it wasn't starting. It was a bad ignition control module out of the box. The new part was bad. And I sold myself that new part because I work at the parts store where I bought it. So that part kind of stung a little bit. I was like, dang it. A new part out of the box. Normally I could be like that customer who was really pissed at the parts store for selling me something like that. But not this time. And then, so I replaced that. Hit the key, she fired right up. Sounded fantastic. Just immediate brrr, it was great. And then it wiped a cam lobe immediately. Immediately wiped a cam lobe. So, because the engine is in between the seats in this van, I can't pull the old cam in the car. We're talking a full take the transmission back off, which was a miracle I ever lined the clutch up in the first place. I remember thinking that as it slid into place. I remember being like, wow, that was, geometrically a miracle that I managed to get that to happen. I'm glad I won't have to do that again for a long time, but yes, I will. And I've got to pull the engine back out. It took me 3 people to get it in. Thankfully, out is easier. And I'm going to have to bring it inside and I'm going to have to pull all the valve train apart, pull the head off. I mean, I have to pull the oil pan to get the timing cover off. Like, everything's got to go. It's going to get dressed down to a short block. And then I'm going to have to put a new cam, new lifters in, and try again without wiping them this time. What did we learn? Well, we learned that all that dry cranking might have wiped some of the assembly lube off the cam. That might be part of where it happened. There have been a stretch, and I read all about this before I ever started it up. There has been like a real trend in mechanical solid lifter flat tappet cams wiping these days. From well-known companies like Comp and stuff. You know, like even the big boys aren't immune. A lot of them source their stuff from similar places. People blame modern metallurgy. They blame, you know, cheap Chinese parts. They blame different oils. You know, everybody's got their rules for how to avoid this. Some of them are more paranoid than others. Some people telling me I needed to like check the lobe angle on every part of the cam and the convex, you know, bottom end on each of the lifters to make sure they were all like perfect. I'm not a machine shop. I can't do that. You know, or I guess maybe I could have, but geez, come on. Stuff like that. But I think it boils down. It does not start, Dom. It wiped a cam lobe. It's done. It done. Well, yes, you're right. You're right. It does. It starts, right? The systems work. The ignition, I've got the ignition figured out. The carburetor was fine. Once she was running, it was running. You know, it was doing its job. You're right. Didn't leak any coolant. Of course, I'm going to have to take a lot of that apart and put it all back together again. So fingers crossed, you know, like all those seals are good on the second round too. But it was cool. Well, David, in my long road trip video, I was worried about like lifter adjustment and stuff like that. But I'm remotoring the van with a cool new engine, and so a whole different situation, kind of, right? Anyway, I think I fell prey to the classic blunder of wiping a flat tappet mechanical solid lifter camshaft lobe because one rule I didn't see in all my research before starting it up, because I did a good job. I did the other stuff. You know, I varied it from 2,000 to 2,500 RPM, but it was already done by then. Like, it was. The problem is there's no fixing it partway through. Once it's even starting to wipe, it's gonna wipe. You know, and that meant in the first 3 seconds of the startup, really, it was already doomed. That's just how it is, man. It's like just a total redo, and it's a bummer. But here's what I think I did wrong, just in case anybody needs to hear it. The engine was set up with dual valve springs, you know, like a nice stiff dual valve spring setup. That's not stock. Stock has one spring, you know. And after the fact, I found some advice online that says it's best to take out that secondary valve spring during break-in because of the extra pressure it puts on the cam lobes and stuff. So I think that's probably where my sin occurred. I think that's probably the thing that really did it. Obviously on round 2, I won't do that. And you know what? There's some amazing advances these days, like very recently. Within the last year, they came up with DLC coatings. I know that sounds like downloadable content, but it's diamond-like carbon finish for flat tappet lifters. That's awesome, but it's not available for slant 6. I would have to like order custom push rod lengths and do a lot of math to figure out what those are. And, you know, and I'd have to use like V8 lifters from an, you know, 318 or something like that. But they have a different cup height, so you know, I'd have to custom order some parts. And that's a whole thing. So I'm gonna try again. And there's another bit of silver lining. Oh, Dom, I'm sorry somebody else bought that Mustang, man. I mean, maybe it's a good thing. Maybe, you know, maybe if you'd gotten it, it wouldn't, you know how it is sometimes when we get what we want. But I'm still bummed for you, sir. I know you love a Fox body. You Fox Hills are suckers for the Fox bodies. I just realized you and Kathy have Fox bodies because you're Fox Hills. So like by definition, that's a Fox body, right? Anyway, let's not go down that road too far. I'm not trying to be creepy. All right, so near me, though, there's this place called Oregon Cam Grinding. It's only like an hour away in Gresham. I could drive there today, you know what I mean, if I wanted to. They are world renowned for slant six camshafts. Like they show up in the discussions and forums about slant sixes for like years, and forums from coast to coast, and they sell stuff to Australia. And anyway, I called them up because they're old school, and some old guy answered the phone, and he really knew his stuff. He had all kinds of very helpful suggestions, and his advice was, pull the original cam and lifters out of my old motor, because they were just made of different metals back then. And it's true, I've read lots of studies about this. The steel and the iron from the 60s is a whole different beast than what we have now, for a myriad of globalization type reasons. Like, they're just different / better. So yeah, he says pull the old cam and lifters out from the engine that was running in the van originally, have them reground at his shop, put them back in. He said that they've had really, really good luck with stuff like that, just not failing. So, and they do these amazing custom grinds. I can ask for whatever kind of idle I want. I can get really specific with, things like lobe separation angle, lift height, duration, all the fun stuff. Yeah, David, I have. Less than 50K original miles? The Flowmasters, a Holly. Ouch. I'm sorry, Dom. That does sound like the one that got away. I'm sorry, man. Truly. But, there are plenty of fox bodies in the sea. There are. If that's what you really want, if you really want a fox body, you can find another solid one. That's one nice thing about being a fox body fan, right? They're out there. All right. I suppose I should get back to this, shouldn't I? But yes, I've been to the Canadian border, David. I have. Back when I was graduating high school, they did something that they would never do today. For our senior trip, all the parents, I went to a very small school. The parents got together. We did a few fundraisers, bake sales, stuff like that. And they put us on a bus. We basically raised enough money for the gas. And the bus driver volunteered. So we had enough money to go to Vancouver, BC. We drove across an international border for my senior trip, for our senior, our senior party. And we stayed at a hostel in Vancouver, BC, and ran around Vancouver for a couple days, and then came back. That was our senior trip. It was the only time I've been to Canada, but it was pretty cool. We had fun. In Vancouver, BC, you could get piercings and tattoos at a younger age, which a few people on the trip took advantage of. I'm not sure how their parents felt about that when they got back, but it was the Wild West for a minute there. All right, I don't need this much Rad-X, but we are going to go to the Glowing Sea next. I'm talking too much. I'm sorry. We're not doing anything. Where's the action, GP? Come on, I came to see the game played, sir. Enough of this memory lane talking about engines. Nobody wants to hear about what kind of camshaft you have. Jeez, bud. Way to suck all the air out of the room. Droning on and on about technical crap nobody else has to deal with. Good lordy. I have too much stuff. Am I going to need fixing things? Am I going to wear power armor? It's going to be the Glowing Sea. I should probably put on some power armor, come to think of it. So we'll just put a pin in that one, I guess. We have a lot of bourbon. Let's stash the bourbon. Am I carrying whiskey or vodka or anything like that? No. Okay. We'll stash that bourbon. It's a crafting thing. We'll just chill out bourbon. I guess we'll just put this legendary armor in the old workbench. Kremva's Tooth, is that what I'm carrying? I guess that's my melee weapon. I never, as you know, I never actually use melee in this build. My my console build, the one in the PS5 game I was messing around with the other day when I discovered that you could have America Rising 2 now on PlayStation. That one is a melee build with no charisma. That's right, I did it. I did do that. I have done that. It's true. I genuinely have done a melee build with no charisma. It's like 3 charisma or something abysmal. It plays different. But let me tell you, man, you run around with the atoms, whatever, the big super sledge that they give you in the nucleus. You run around with that thing, boy, you can shut almost anybody down in a couple of hits. All the VATs in the melee build. That's a powerful combo. All right. Let's have ourselves a sleep. We have a lot of alcohol at the foot of the bed. But it is the end times. It is the end of the world. I guess we could be forgiven for that, right?
Ow. I think I might have pulled a muscle or something.
Oh. David, I could be at the Canadian border from where I live now in about 4 hours. Missiles and 9 mils. No wonder I haven't bothered to clean that out. It's useless. Fusion cores. Let's go up here. Drunk on a bet you've been to Canada. Yeah, just 4 hours, man. It would take me longer than that to get to the east side of my state. The state I live in, it would be 7 hours to get to the other side of it if I just went east. But if I go north to Canada, I'm only 4 hours away. I'm probably... Well, I'm about an hour from the Oregon border to the south of me. I'm about an hour from the coast to the west of me. I'm about an hour away from a lot of stuff. I'm about an hour... I'm just over an hour away from, Portland, Oregon to the south of me. Wait, what are you talking about, that talk? Sure.
Excuse me.
Here you go.
What talk? What talk are we talking about?
The day you told me that you loved me was the greatest state.
I forgot I romanced McCready. I forgot. What talk is he trying to have then? Oh, McCready, you sweetie. You sweetheart. Wait a minute, this is my house? This is my house? That has this area up on top? Because I have seen this house and this deck, and I've been like, wow, whose place is that? There's a doghouse up here? It's a terrible place for a doghouse. I have seen NPCs hanging out up here. I have seen settler type NPCs just like chilling up here and been like, huh, whose house is that? Turns out it's my house. Those were squatters. Interlopers. Huh. I see how it is. Oh wait, no. Never mind, I was thinking of that spot. I was thinking of that camper on top of a building, not that one. Never mind. Yeah, I guess that place up there is part of our house. Yeah. The camper on the tallest spot. What do you know? Nice piece of real estate. Okay. Do we need power armor? For the glowing sea? Yeah, maybe we do. I think I have some in Sanctuary. Mm-hmm. I haven't been to Sanctuary in a little bit. Hopefully it loads in okay. You know? I built it with transfer settlement blueprints, but I think once something's built, even if you uninstalled transfer settlement blueprints after that, I think the settlement would stay in place. You know, it's there now. It doesn't need the mod to exist in the moment to moment. It's just needs the mod to put it there. So yeah. All right, what do we got? Wow, almost nothing. I've got some T-51. Where is the power armor? Wait, hang on. I remember now. Huh. I've stashed a few suits. I have stashed a few suits. Yeah. Okay, so we've got T-60 with the Tesla stuff. That's not bad, right? I've got some Tesla XO2 from when we took out the Enclave. We've got some Outcast T45D. Got this USMC stuff here. I actually really like this paint. It's fantastic. That is awesome. I love that we can have a beat up looking suit even if we've modified it. That it doesn't have to suddenly look brand new just because we went from like the base stuff to a B level. Sometimes we want the patina, you know? Like that's what this game's about. All right. Oh yeah. Well, let's drop a magazine off somewhere. I've got magazines in this rack. I've got them in this rack. I've got them in this rack. I'm starting them over here. Let's just transfer. There we go. I think I have another West Tech manual here somewhere too. It won't let me put this in anything. I don't know why. And I haven't used Jezebel's head yet because I think the robot workbench is still broken for me, but we could check that. Can I put the recipes in the rack? No. Okay, that's too bad. It'd be kind of fun to put the Nuka Ray and the Nuka-Cola recipes somewhere on display. That'd be cool. Ooh, we have a bobblehead. All right, there we go. Bobblehead, 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 bobblehead. Let's go. Where did we see that? It was like way down here somewhere. I wish they would just... There we go. Science bobblehead. Cool. We've got a lot of bobbleheads. Not all, but a lot. Okay, gang. Yeah, I don't like being in power armor. What do we got here? F? This is the F level stuff. There's an E. There's an E leg. And it's a 45 helmet. How did that happen? How did that happen? Do I not have a better helmet? I have a helmet. I have a T60 helmet. Psh. There we go. I mean, it's a good T45 piece, but crafting. What do these guys have? Not much. I don't have that many crafting perks. Ooh, that's as good as we're gonna get. Okay. So, what is the miscellaneous? There is no miscellaneous mod on this. Oh. Increases action point refresh speed while moving. Well, let's do it. Why not? That's fun.
Now you can take
I like calibrated shocks more, but hey. And we got no paint? What? We could do yellow paint. It increases rad resistance. You know? Sure, let's do it. We'll go yellow paint on this thing. Headlamp. Yes, we have one. Tactical red. Is it gonna burn me out of stuff? No, I've got a lot of. We got resources here, folks. Yellow paint. We are burning through some of it with this, though. Kinetic servos. All right, we're getting geared up. Mm-hmm. Yellow paint. We got our welding helmet on. Increased strength. I suppose that would help with carry weight. But this isn't a melee build, you know. Tesla coils. Energy damage to nearby enemies. That one is a double-edged sword. I've had it interfere with things before. Jetpack. I can do a jetpack? I have armorer and science cranked that far in this build, huh? Okay. Well, I mean, we kind of have to do a jetpack, don't we? I mean, that's too cool, isn't it? It's too cool not to do a jetpack. Yellow paint. What's missing? Yellow, yellow. The arms. Okay, we already got yellow paint on there. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow. Okay. Everything's painted yellow. We got more rad resistance. Beautiful. Wait a minute. Repair. That helmet was in bad shape, sir. Anything else need it? It does. Repair. Alright. Voila! I'd say we're ready for a glowing sea trip, folks. Hells yeah. Let's drink a little water.
Seems to be growing well.
Vault 666 does not exist. Oh, it exists. Mwahaha. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Do we want to craft anything at all? Iguana on a stick. Sure. Let's do it. That ought to keep us fed. Honestly, that alone will get somebody through most stuff. Mm-hmm. Alright. Alright, Sanctuary. Alright. Let's eat a little something. And then it's off to the glowing sea to find the... Oh gosh, I've forgotten what it's called. It's something about like a surveillance place. Iguana on a stick. Where do you go? I just cooked you. I know you're here. There we go. Properly fed, getting the job done. Maybe we should sleep. We put in some time and effort here. Maybe we should take ourselves a little nap. A little nap. A little 6-hour nap. Yeah. Bum bum bum.
You have a good sleep. I know I did.
Good vault dwellers, they go to Vault 81. The bad vault dwellers go to Vault 666.
That doesn't look half bad.
Bomb drop. We've got rum, vodka, bourbon, and Nuka-Cola in this thing. Oh, sign me up. That sounds like a good time. Oh boy, Nuka Elixir. Yeah, not bad. Nuka Power has a lot of carrying weight. Let's do that. Nuka Elixir. What do you need? Orange. Med-X. Love it. Sunrise has some rad resist. But you know, Ray is just better. Nuke Elixir has rad resist and damage resist. Okay, I'll do another Nuke Elixir. Why not? That one's checking a few boxes. But we don't want to get too overloaded with Nuka Aid. It's heavy. Is it cool? Yes, I love it, but it's heavy. And this is a survival playthrough, so here we go. Into the suit. We're ready. Come at me, glowing sea.
That's what I'm talking about.
Remind me not to mess with you. when
I'm overloaded now? I carry less? Oh my god, my carry weight disappeared. You okay? Here. Let me see. What do I need to do? I could afford to lose some microfusion cells. We don't need 440 blah blah blah. We need like a lot less than that. Give me like 100 of them. You know? 100 rounds. Sure. That helped. I don't need any 12 gauge. I don't need this much 44 ammo. I can't use it up that fast. So let's scrape it down to like 60 rounds, 10 reloads. We'll carry more 10 mil. It doesn't weigh very much. We're almost underweight, folks. We don't need a mod to start. Miscellaneous. There are a few things that might weigh something here. All right, cybernetic limb actuator being one of them. How have I not done KCI yet? How have I not? Anything else here weigh something? Oh yeah, overdue books. Durr. Sorry to be doing this. Do I need this many of the Patriots Cookbook? No. Do I need any robot repair kits? I guess I don't. I don't need 7 Programmer's Digests, right? Still. Let's put the quartz away and the cherry. Let's just be honest. I don't need this many mentats either. I don't need this much jet. I don't really use. I don't use too many chems in this playthrough because they dehydrate you so fast. It's such a mixed bag. I will use some fixing things for once. Day Tripper. I shouldn't need it. I just shouldn't need it. Cigar boxes. Cat Eye is fun. I'll keep 1. Buff out. Not really a thing. Boba Bravs. 2. 2 is more than enough. Atomic cocktails. Okay, we're getting to it. Yeah, that's probably good. It's a shame that we lose carry weight. Problem solver. What do I have for you? I have no rounds for this thing. Well, I guess we're not using it. Problem solved. We don't need fragment grenades when we've got plasmas. There we go. Handled. Sadly, now I feel like I need to go and sleep again because we did all that work getting ourselves down to a specific weight. I don't want to do it again if we die. So here we go. Another 6 hours. Tomorrow's your birthday. Happy birthday, David. How old are you going to be if it's not too much for me to ask?
Rise and shine, love.
Boom, bididum, bididum, didididum.
That's what I'm talking about.
Kate loves it when we jump in power armor. She just likes power. 22, David, you baby. You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. All right, so the Forgotten Church. The shack we're looking for is somewhere on this end of the glowing sea. So I'm going to jump us to the Forgotten Church, and we're just going to cross our fingers that we don't land in a Deathclaw nest. Oh boy.
Watch it. We're taking rads.
Maybe it'd be better if we moved out of the radiation.
You know, the suit's great. And in fact, I'm wondering what are our radiation resistance levels? 1210. That is a crap load of resistance. I'm not even going to bother with Rad-X. That's only going to add like 100 more. Whoopity-doo, right? Now, we do have this business. The Forgotten Church. That's interesting. How come nobody's down there? Well, how come nobody's down there? I could have sworn this was like a place with enemies. I thought they were like ghouls and stuff. No sign of them though. Oh crap. I think coming down here triggers a Deathclaw. But I also think that I'm seeing a lot of the environmental storytelling that goes with a mod. It's a Minutemen, like the Minutemen clothing mod by Tumba Jumba usually puts a special set. I think it's the Minutemen one that puts a set of the armor down here. But maybe it was a different one of Tumba's clothing mods that just shares some assets with the Minutemen stuff. Okay. Hang on here. Is Kate okay? Properly better, but still parched. Wow. Properly hydrated. Alright. Going on a stick. Properly fed. Man, that gets it done. Where is he? Where are you, Deathclaw? Dearth. Done! Dang, we are Deathclaw murdering crew here. I'm one-shotting these guys. Of course, if we run into a serious Deathclaw, you know the kind I'm talking about, like a glowing mythical matriarch or something, we could still be in trouble. I have occasionally run into a Deathclaw with like 4 different descriptors attached to the front of the word Deathclaw, and you're like, uh-oh, not okay. All right, the surveillance something that we're headed. You know the one. There's an old shack out here somewhere. There's an abandoned shack that was the innocuous seeming front door for a bunker that was not a Vault-Tec bunker, that was in fact a government bunker. And we got a rad storm coming in. Yeah, you're right. Good point. Sometimes you get more than one. It's true. And then you're not one-shotting anybody because there are at least 2 shots that need to happen no matter who you are. Okay, hang on now. Let me look at the map. I thought the place I was looking for was here-ish. So I'm gonna keep moving. If memory serves, The abandoned shack is this way somewhere. I think. You know what I didn't do? Fixing things. Finally got a reason for it. There we are. I don't know why you get thirsty when you read a magazine in this game, but you do. I'm in the right neighborhood, aren't I, guy? Whoa, whoa, buddy. Uh-oh. Well, this is not good. We are poisoned. Poison! Pal, I'm about to take you out. We missed. I hate this gun for VATS. We're like, we are literally 20 feet away with a 95% hit chance, and we still miss. Oh, sorry about that, Kate. Thank you. What do you mean, what happened to them? You took them out. I was there, young lady. That was all you.
Making me feel like a jilted lover.
Oh, Katron. Oh. Aha. Well, we all know what that means. Watch out for the grenades. McCready, easy with the grenades, bud. Where'd you come from, pal? Nice job, crew. You know, this weapon I'm using is not great with the hip fire. It's not great with VATS or hip fire. It's really only okay if I get a chance to hit him with the scoped aiming. Where is this shack? Dang it. I know it's here. Ish. It's the K something something surveillance place, but there's a shack at the entrance. Oh, great. Oh, great. So we're close to Natick here. Yeah, we have left the glowing sea. Well, shoot. Okay, we went too far. Okay. Okay, we went too far. All right, but where then? Where then is that shack? The weather cleared up for us. That's nice. Yes, yes. Yes, I'm looking for the Federal Surveillance Center K-21B. That's the one. That's the bunker I want us to go explore. Alright, it's not that. I know that flag is waving over the top of a place. But it's not the place I'm looking for.
Rats are making me feel sick to my stomach.
Yeah, I would think so.
Genius for taking rads.
Yeah, I know. I hear that. I hear that, folks. It's around here. I'm looking for a little cabin. I could have sworn it would be on this hillside. But then it just wasn't. Can you imagine if I wasn't wearing this power armor? With its ridiculous amount of rad protection? Ugh, the glowing... The rad storms don't help. Kate.
Hey, what is it?
I'm gonna need me another fusion core, my dearest. She's got like 1 million of them or something. No, I don't need 7. But give me another one, please. Por favor. Gracias. Okay. Good enough. Hillside Home, Natick Power Station, Forgotten Church. Maybe it's here. Maybe it's here-ish. Maybe I just need to keep looking along this edge of the glowing sea, because it's not very far into the glowing sea. I remember that sometimes, depending on what direction you approach the glowing sea from, sometimes it's one of the first things you encounter. So it must be over here. It must be further south than I realized. What now? Well, hey there. Done. Sucker. One more crank. Let's go. Ravenous Deathclaw. I don't even know what that means.
Don't leave anything behind them.
But he had a cue ball. That's kind of funny. God. The rats here are just stupid. The bunker icon? No, that's a vertibird refueling facility for the Enclave up above the Hillside Home. This is Natick Banks right here. You know? Where you always run into a Deathclaw, where there's a Red Rocket, where there's the Riverside Pines or whatever that motel is full of raiders. That's that icon. And that would be a bit of a march from here. I mean, not forever away, but... Where is this cabin in the glowing sea? What is running around over there? Oh, Radstags. Fighting a Yaogwai. Screw you, Yaogwai. Leave that Radstag alone. I'm a defender of the wilderness. Uh-oh. It's a rabid... Uh-oh. 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 Never mind. I saved that rat. You know, maybe the Yaogwai was trying to do me a favor. That'll teach me to interfere with nature. A legendary? Alright. Sorry, Yaogwai. I judged you prematurely. Oh, dang it. We know where this is. In fact, there's probably some power armor sitting right here. Yep, look at that. X01, no less. Huh. Where the heck is this surveillance center, people? Honestly, I thought it was like here. I really did. Here-ish. But we covered that ground. Huh. Properly hydrated. Where is it then? I mean, I guess it's here. Must be. That must be where it's at. Here we go. It's on the edge of the glowing sea, but it is in it. There's usually a Deathclaw around here. I almost forgot. There's usually a Deathclaw stalking around here. Maybe that was the ravenous one I took out. Potentially, right? Alright, high ground. Reveal this place to me.
Let's move quick. This area isn't agreeing with us.
Yeah, I know, Kate. You're not an actual robot. Okay, we know that place. That is the vertibird refueling facility, David. That's the America Rising 2 vertibird facility. You know the one. So this cabin, I mean, is it way over here? I didn't think it was. Is it over here? Like, I don't think it's there. I mean, I guess we gotta check out this bunker for a moment. Nice when there's visibility in the glowing sea, you know? At least some. I don't think these turrets are active, right? Yeah, I don't think these turrets are active. Do these protectrons emerge automatically? I guess they don't. We have this door, an expert terminal. If I have a programmer's digest, I think... Nah, hang on. I don't think I have any points into hacking. I don't think I have any. Yeah, so that means I can only get to an advanced level with a programmer's digest. So we're in, oh, missiles. What was I thinking? Yeah, that makes sense. These things weigh 1,000 pounds each. For some reason. I guess, you know, reasons. I guess it makes sense that missiles would weigh a bit, admittedly. Buff out. We're taking that. Alright, this is coming with us. We could pull the fuse here. Start this whole show up, but I'm not going to bother with that. It's not far from the Forgotten Church. Ah, that's what I thought. Crying out loud. Okay. Not far from the Forgotten Church. It must be here then. It must be up in this corner. Yep. We're running out of fusion core here. Or we already did. Boy, if we did and this is all that's left in the fusion core I just grabbed from Kate, that would be kind of a surprise. Let's get rid of some rads. I think a Nuka berry, it'll do it. And it doesn't dehydrate you. That's one cool thing about Nuka 8 items is they don't dehydrate you. Not all of them rehydrate you very well. They do just a little bit. They rehydrate you a bit. It's kind of shocking how bad they are at that. But okay, where are we headed? All right, we're marching, folks. We are marching along. We're just cutting through here. Uh-oh. Ooh. Okay. All right, mole rats. Can I do this? Well, we got too many burrowing critters around here. Get him! Yeah! Oh, the deliverer. I don't need the mole rats. We gotta help Kate with this scorpion. Ooh! Beautiful! I mean, I think there might still be some mole rats around here. Whoa, hey. That guy sure bited his time. Nice! Love the VATS perks. Oh, no, you know, I get it, guys. I get it, mole rats. It was a good idea to wait until the scorpions were gone before you made your move, for sure.
Should that thing on your wrist be clicking that much?
You ask the right questions, McCready. Okay. Moving on. What a funky place for the mole rats to decide to occupy, but hey, whatever. Okay, so the Forgotten Church, we're coming up on it. I guess that means... we'll go around this edge. We'll go in this area here. Maybe I didn't come through this part last time. I could have sworn the shack was on the edge of like a pool of something, but not water though, so never mind. No, it's not next to. It's just on the edge of the glowing sea. It's not going to be back here though. You know? Like, why is it so hard to find, for crying out loud? I think I'm barking up the wrong tree. I'm here. That's the federal supply cache. Where are they, right? Is it here-ish? Am I actually close? I don't remember it being on this much of a hill. Like this is steeper terrain than I remember, but I don't know. I don't see anything very promising looking right here. So, okay, the Forgotten Church. And there's the borderline. It's on the borderline? It's on this?
So where are we off to next?
Well, that is my question, Kate. Okay. All right, we'll go this way. We'll go to the borderline. We'll go to the borderline and we'll follow the borderline. I like how most of this stream is me being lost. Like trying to find a thing I've been to many times. Figures. Okay, we got to be close to the border. No, we're not there yet. All right. Keep walking. Keep walking, people. This is different terrain than I remember it being on, but okay, we're close. We're close. Ooh, not that helpful. Huh, so we have a fence here. Around what? We're almost not in the glowing sea right now. Okay, I'm gonna go this way. And we're just gonna start working our way down that borderline. If it's on the borderline, we will find it. Are we on it? No, we're not there yet. Okay. We're near the border line. Man, how come it's so hard to get to the borderline? That's crazy. A lot of hiking. Okay, so this has to be the borderline, right? Don't we have to be standing on it right now? What the? Nope, I guess not. I must be going more north than east. Okay. Okay, so that's... We're basically at the power station? What the? That's not where I'm trying to be. I'm not trying to be at the Natick power station. Got enough death claws. There. Okay, we're following the line. I'm marching south. Straight down the line, folks. Straight down the borderline. Follow the land. Follow the land, David. You're my spirit animal. You're guiding me on my vision quest. As I look for the surveillance center, follow the line. I'll get there. Follow the line. That was my plan. I decided to go to the top of the line and just walk to the bottom of the line. End of the line. Okay, more like over here. How come I don't recognize anything around here? Like, what the heck? Okay.
Nothing's more satisfying than a smoking gun and a pocket full of cats.
Marching, 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 marching. I walk the line, people. I walk the line. I don't know why it's hard to stay on the line. It's because the line wants to be a little further to the right than I think it is. I've been here. I've been here. There's no emergency. Is that it? Aha! Haha! Finally! Oh my gosh. Why was that so hard? Must have been... Wow. Yeah, somehow. Abandoned shack, right on the line, right next... This is where we spawned in at first. We've been... I went up here. I went over here. Alright. Finally.
How about looking for some cover?
Yeah, Kate, I'm working on it.
Identify yourself. Law-abiding
Uh-oh.
citizens will not be harmed.
Ruh-roh. Who we got? Who we got? It better not be that Enclave Protectron. It... Yeah, it probably is. Who the... Watch out, McCready. Oh, Kate, good job, Kate. Stimpack McCready. I'm trying. Kate, you're awesome. Keep up the pressure, my dear. Where is this guy? Alright, bud. Ooh, tanky. Dang. Okay, is he gonna blow up? Okay, I'm glad he wasn't gonna blow up because Kate threw a grenade that launched him all the way over here.
Ammo, caps, whatever you find.
Enclave armaments, Enclave paint can. That's all mod added stuff. So we got a military... This guy clearly got out here. With Bill. With a military cap. And a suitcase. Alright. Evacuation plan. Let's take a look at the evacuation plan. Hello, government employee. With the threat of communist Chinese invasion increasing daily, this is not mod added, this is vanilla, you may find yourself thinking of what to do in case of total atomic annihilation. Fear not, as a federal government worker, you have the privilege of being locked away safe and sound in the very place you work every day. Just follow these simple instructions if and when the bombs fall, and you'll find yourself surrounded by your fellow employees waiting out the nuclear winter. Thank you, David, by the way. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's the Enclave Protectron. But that's mod added for sure. Number 1, when you hear the alarms, drop everything. Do not bother packing anything, even personal belongings. Everything you need should be waiting for you in your designated safety location/workplace. Head to your designated workplace, K21B. Once inside, should radiation reach problem levels, an alarm will sound. Promptly close the doors and lock them. Do not open again until a second warning bell sounds. Godspeed, good luck, and enjoy your better future underground. All right, sounds reassuring, doesn't it?
Want some help with that?
Well, Bill never made it inside. At least I don't think. Yes, much appreciated. All right, so here we are. We are in... Sure. Open, open, open. What do we got? What's hanging out here? Bobby pins, some mentats.
Around here. Might be a good time to catch up on some sleep.
You know, you could be right, Kate. You could be right. All right, so we got a guard here. How well armed is he? He's got a magnum. He's got some bullets. He's got a clipboard. Ooh, purified water. Well, don't mind if I do. He died at his post. That one's interesting. Right? That's always interesting. Personal log. What happened here in K21B?
This is government employee number 011. Screw this government bullshit.
He sounds a little disillusioned.
Sirens. They came so fast. And the alarm.
Ah,
The only ones we could save were on duty.
sorry about that.
Stevens had left to get something out of his car. Stevens. He's gone. We had to close the door before he could even turn around. Protocol said we had to.
That's what happened. Bill went to get something out of his car.
That was days ago. We're already running out of food. This place was not as well stocked as they claimed. Goddamn budget cuts. If
Uh-oh.
anyone is listening to this, my name is Jeff Bazetsky. Tell my wife, Wilma, that I love her.
Wilma Wazinski, huh?
Bye.
All right. It's not Vault-Tec. It's got some Vault-Tec-ish vibes. Okay, that's not great. The ventilation system looks like it could use a little work.
Interesting. More to this place than meets the eye.
That's right, Kate.
Been too long since I picked a fight.
Well, you know, there's nothing but Institute around here, and they aren't automatically going to fight us, so... This is another place the Institute shows up. So I'm thinking the Institute must have an interest in these government bunkers, and not just because they might hold technology the Institute wants. What do you want to bet the Institute was looking for a way to expand? Like, wouldn't it? Don't you think they would? I mean, they've got their little area, but you can't really proliferate there, can you? And if they want to maintain the Institute way of life, they're going to need more, you know, bunker-esque underground living type arrangements. Their only other options is to expand out into the, you know, the wasteland, the Commonwealth, and we all know their distaste for that. It's well documented, especially with Father in charge. This place is cool. It's cool. I like these levels. I mean, it's interesting that these people worked here. Like, this is where they worked. Hello, Institute. I'm kind of glad I'm not fighting you. You got yourself like what is that, an EM rifle? No, that's like a plasma attachment on an Institute rifle. That's, yeah, that would probably hurt.
Feeling nostalgic or something? Could always get some caps for that, I suppose.
Ever the pragmatist, Kate. Now, if we go all the way to the bottom of this bunker, we can see people died, you know, like, we got some antifreeze. We have, look at that, more XO1. You know, if I had started out with the XO1 at the edge of the glowing sea and gotten here in it, I would have had maybe a full suit. Vault-Tec lunchbox, gotta open it. Some bubblegum, sure, I'll take it. Why not? Alright, now I could turn on the Protectrons. I think they would fight the Institute. They'd lose, because there are just too many. An advanced cycling rifle. Well, I guess I'll pick it up because it's got an advanced receiver on it. But just in case. So, down here at the bottom of K21B, we have some nice power armor, which is a good find if you're on the edge of the glowing sea and you have not prepared yourself. We have the Institute, so if you're enemies with them, this is a dangerous place to be. It was a surveillance center, so it's a little hard to tell, you know, whether there's anything here that really matters to us. An advanced safe. A mainframe terminal, sure. Let's see what we can learn. Oh, alright. Why not? Likeness 1. We gave it a shot. Slits. That's a weird word. Ooh, nope. I meant this one and this one. They're being tricky there, hiding them within each other. That much is a little unusual. Alright. Ah. I mean, I think we got this thing on the ropes, but I'm going to keep looking. One. Cons and walks have a lot in common. I'm going to rule that out. Towns. Looms. Uh-oh. I guess it's cons. Weird. Weird. And it's like the cons like in the like the like Fallout New Vegas cons. That's funny. Maintenance operations. Current status offline. Do we want to reboot the system? Sure. Some functions may not respond as expected. Sure. Reactivate emergency. Deactivate robot sentries. Yeah, I'll do that. Denied. So the robot sentries are waking up whether we want them to or not. Alright, well, we're reactivating the elevator, so...
Hostile target identified.
Are you guys shooting me? Let's let the Institute take these robot sentries out, huh? I want a little bit of the XP, though, so... Alright. Look at these synths backing us up. You know, I think it's almost time for another Institute playthrough. I'm feeling it. The cons.
Well, they're not going to need that stuff anymore.
So here it is, the surveillance center. We got ourselves a world map. We have a bunch of screens. You know, the all of that analog early Cold War era vibe going on here. Pretty cool, actually. You know, pretty cool. They're surveilling everybody. I don't think there's any more storytelling on these levels that we really have to get to. Is there? I haven't explored fully these levels. If there was another holotape, that would be cool. It's funny to have a radio sitting on that shelf when there's just no way there was a radio signal in here. There just could not have been, you know? Now there's enough junk to grab in here that you could probably do a little bit of crafting on that X01. Oh look. We have a Nuka-Cola.
You might want to think about dropping some of that crap.
You know, I'm going to drink a Nuka Power and then it's all going to be okay.
After carrying.
Yeah, well, you know where I would dump the stuff I'm carrying? I would dump it in your inventory, McCready, so stop complaining so much.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
Okay, that's cool. So we've got some Nuka-Colas. But they're right, there's not a lot of food here. Some soap. Oh, a stealth boy, okay. I'm not
Nostalgic or something. Could always get some.
I'm not seeing like an obvious giveaway for what exactly went down here. But the bit of information we got about how they were already running out of food like days in. Like a few days in they're running out of food. Yeah, okay. Yes, clearance is confirmed. Yeah, okay. I guess that's all there is to see on this level. There's a tripwire here. Am I so sneaky that I didn't even trip it? Huh. Oh. Makes you wonder why someone would have said it. Yeah, like Basinski said, goddamn budget cuts. I'd say what happened was everybody got starved out. It doesn't look like people died fighting. It doesn't look like that. Not at first glance. The tripwire and the Tesla booby trap, that makes me wonder. Because, you know, if somebody's like trying to hoard some food, they might have set up a booby trap around it or something. I would think they would have started fighting over food, maybe, at some point. But it seems like also maybe they just didn't. Maybe they just died. You know, this dude, he died sitting at the guard post where he was supposed to be with his update. But, you know, it does make one ask oneself, like, would this have been such a bad place to end up? Let's say it had food. You know, if this had food, what do we think? It's not great. I mean, for one thing, there's no beds. Like, hey, you can shelter where you work. It's like, okay, but, you know, there's nothing but office chairs here. Like, what do we do? Sleep on the floor? Better than nothing, but like you know, they didn't and I didn't see a kitchen. You know, this surveillance center is great, but I don't see a kitchen and I don't see beds. I don't think I even saw a bathroom. Wait a minute, if there's no bathroom in here, then this is a terrible place to end up. That's where I draw the line. Like, there has to be some plumbing. Oh my god, there wasn't a bathroom. Well, no wonder they didn't pack a lot of food. The government's just like, you know what? We don't have to spend money on bathrooms if we don't give anybody anything to eat. Who needs bathrooms? Yeah. Yeah, chilling in their surveillance bunker.
Let's move quick. This area
Yeah, this place is bad. This place is bad. The Mayoral Shelter was 1,000 times better. It had like 9 bathrooms or something. There were a lot of bathrooms in the Mayoral Shelter, and that I agreed with 100%. Okay, let's see here. Where is another like failed bunker? I guess we could put like the Fort Hagen satellite array on that list that the Rust Devils are chilling out in now. That's an underground bunker. We could call it a failed one because no one's alive there anymore, but it's hard. We don't know the fate of it. Like, we don't actually know how things went down there. Nuka World doesn't really have anything except maybe the Beverageers, Project Cobalt. Yeah, right. The Fort Hagen satellite array, which I went down in for the automatron stuff, and then of course my workbench doesn't work, so what was the point of that? But actually I haven't tried the workbench since the update. Maybe they fixed it. Maybe it fixed itself. I don't know. I tried to reinstall automaton and it didn't do anything, so it didn't fix anything. Weird. Okay. Vaults don't count. Not for this little inquiry. Where else was there a bunker? I guess Recon Bunker Theta that Paladin Brandis is hanging out in somewhere up here. I guess that one is not, I wouldn't call it a failed bunker. It seems operational. It doesn't seem too bad. It has beds in a bathroom, for example, but it's tiny. Clearly there's no way for it to support itself without someone venturing out. You know, like it doesn't have the space for hydroponics or something. I'm trying to think of where else. The coastal hideout. I don't think there's anywhere in Salem. The Vitali pump house is not a bunker. It has a bunker icon, but it is not a bunker. Fort Strong doesn't really count. It has a basement, but I wouldn't call it a bunker. Nah, not the airport. I can't think of anywhere specific in Boston proper. I mean, even the Vault-Tec HQ doesn't have a bunker. You know, you would think the Vault-Tec HQ would have a bunker, like, at its location or something, but no, it doesn't. It doesn't. Out here on this peninsula, I mean, there's an entrance to Vault 88 somewhere around here, but that's a vault again. Poseidon Energy is not a bunker. There's Vault 95, not a bunker. Yeah. Yeah. Where is that cabin? The Gorski cabin, right? Somewhere up on this end of the map. Is it near Rocky Narrows? I feel like the Gorski cabin is somewhere around here, right? Yeah, let's visit the Gorskis. I like it. I don't remember exactly where it is though, guys. It's kind of along the railroad. Is it here-ish? I think it is. Let's go to the Drumlin Diner. That's a good enough place. I already discovered the Gorski cabin? You saw it on there? No way. How come I missed it? Yeah, this is Trudy's diner. And look, because I do a charisma build, everybody's alive. All right. Apparently... Do I have any more Aquapura? Nope, I ran through the Aquapura. That's okay, we got a little purified water. Properly hydrated. We need some food. Everything we eat is only going to help us out, right? We'll do... Well, I mean, I guess I'll do iguana on a stick. Properly fed. Are we still overloaded? Dang, okay. Hey, Trudy.
If you're here to trade, let's trade.
I want some of that Nuka-Cola behind you.
Salvage, but nothing's junk.
I don't think the Gorski cabin's next to Trudy's diner exactly. I think it's between here and Lexington, though, or something. I don't remember anymore. Oh my gosh, finally I can get rid of some of this ammo that I just can't use. What else can I hand you, my dear? Synth left leg. What am I rocking? Right leg. Cunning combat armor left leg. Agility and perception. Ooh, this thing hits. Oh well. It's just weight I don't need to carry. Good enough. Good enough. That's probably good enough. Okay. Let's check the map. Gorski's cabin. Where are you? Oh, there it is. So it's just right back here? I thought there was like a little raider campout spot back here, like right there. And you're telling me the Gorski cabin is just straight ahead, huh? So raiders, the raider camp, and the Gorski cabin. I mean, if you say so. I don't see it. It says it's right in front of me. I don't see it. Ah, there it is. Okay. Well, hello. Bye-bye, ghoul. I don't believe I've explored the Gorski cabin. I just must have walked close enough to it to have discovered it. Oh, ferals. Oop.
Hold up. You hear that?
What the?
Here, I made this
Well,
for
come
you.
on. There we go. Whoa, we got ghouls flying. You know, they have really pretty astounding burst sprint speed. Is that McCready running off in that direction? Okay. He's covering the back exit of the cabin. Good job, McCready. Way to go, bud. I'd say we cleared the ghouls. Pretty sure. All right.
Like this.
All clear back there?
One bit.
Well, Kate, it's all right. We're going to make it. Whiskey bottle. All right, Gorski cabin. I'm kicking the door down. How did you not wake up earlier? People were throwing grenades. So the cabin,
Don't leave anything behind that might be useful.
under the couch was a fruit cellar. Are we going to call this a... Oh, Tom Thumb.
Feeling nostalgic or something?
Kinda.
Could always get some cabs for that, I suppose.
All right, we're going in. The root cellar of the Gorski cabin. I suppose this is...
Stuff worth anything?
This is kind of a bunker, isn't it?
What the hell happened here?
They have a lot of supplies. Uh-huh. They've got some workbenches, some crafting supplies. They've got, you know, they got some aid items, some food, some water. I mean, we're not talking centuries worth, but there was some preparedness here. And I imagine you experience fewer rads down here than you do on the surface. Restricted area. Where did he even find this, right? Why is this here? Why did you have to tunnel through so much dirt to get to what was clearly a municipally created... Alright. Wasteland Survival Guide. Diamond City's on my map. Well, that's nice. Okay, so a Nuka-Cola, probably heavily irradiated one. We got the bits, right? Agreed, Kate. We have all this nuclear product, and we got all these bits and pieces of a mini nuke. Oh boy. The bathroom. It has a bathroom. It checks that box. It has a bathroom. It has some protection from radiation. It has some supplies. I don't actually see any beds. I don't see any furniture, really. But yeah, it's kind of a bunker. Right? It's like the bunker was dug under the cabin and back to the doorway of an actual, like, facility. Which, why would that doorway be back there through so many dirt tunnels? Like, wouldn't there have been real tunnels to get to that door? Underground? One would think.
Bad vibes from this place.
Yeah, I know. Gorski cabin's kind of not great.
I'm gonna be jumping at the cop.
Okay, and then there's another one though. I remember now. We got ourselves another failed bunker to visit, and this one might be the saddest of the bunch. Oh, and I actually don't have a perfect way to get there. Big Jim's, you know the place. Milton parking garage. That'll park us right in the middle of a bunch of super mutants. Hardware town. Yeah. That's not a fast trip though. Okay, so we can park ourselves here. We may or may not spawn into enemies. Fingers crossed, everybody. Yeah, right? The survivor's guide. Yeah. I remember the quest to help her, like, construct the survivor's guide. And I remember being like, wait a minute, like the Wasteland survival guide? It's neat. It's neat that they continued that Moira's legacy, you know, is felt in the Fallout 4 game. Okay, guys, we did not. Sometimes this building here is occupied, you know, and what faction occupies it's kind of a crapshoot. So, but we're okay. All right, purified water. Now, I think we all know that we're going to end up having to fight our way through some stuff to get to Big Jim's bunker. There are going to be some super mutants. Hang on, I'm just looking for food. I must have some. Come on now. The Nuka stuff does not feed us, sadly. I needed to cook some stuff and I didn't. Alright, Yao Guai ribs it is. We are properly fed. Maybe the smart thing is to take this opportunity to save. We got her.
What was that?
What? Is there a Brotherhood of Steel person here? Suddenly? Yeah, it must be. Who is doing that? Who? Uh-oh. McCready, what did you do? this guy steps into my sight line, he's in trouble. Stupid Brotherhood. I was just gonna try and save, and instead they're here mucking things up. Alright, whatever, guys. Can I get out of my power armor here? Can I sleep? Can't sleep when enemies are nearby, huh? Great. Did you guys know that that bedroom right there is like a replica of a childhood bedroom for one of the developers of the game? Supposedly. Supposedly this bedroom is a replica of his bedroom. The posters that are on the wall, the comic book that's sitting here, you know, the shelves where they are. Apparently the mattress on the floor. I don't know. I'm going to assume he had an actual bed frame. Who are they shooting at? Is it McCready? McCready, are you just out there getting in trouble again? Yes, he is. Well, if this guy ever steps around the corner, he doesn't chase McCready. Okay. Where'd he go? There we go. That's all we wanted. That's all we wanted. Okay. Hey, Bubbles.
You have a good sleep. I know I did.
Okay, Tron.
Wake up, sleepyhead.
Oh boy. Boy, we made things complicated. We got ourselves a little, you know, end of the world love triangle going here. I'm not carrying too much, and I can run, so. Uh-oh. We have... Okay, that's better. Can you guys imagine? Whoops. Can you guys imagine that noise being stuck on repeat? Yikes. Okay. It's pretty dark. Hello, I wanted to check this guy out. I think he was carrying a laser Gatling, like a Gatling laser, so like I wanted to look at it. He probably has fusion cores. What the? Okay, now he was definitely not all the way over here. He was just here-ish. This red light is not helping. You know, this red light is not enough light. What the? Okay. He was walking along. Obviously, we reduced him to ash, or he'd be a little easier to find. Well, I mean, we were here, he was there, pow. Dude, where did you go? He just... Even his remains have disappeared from existence entirely. You know, that's why you don't shoot somebody in the dense underbrush if you wanted to loot them. Because apparently that's just lost forever. Alright, we're going to try to make our way to Big Jim Salvage. I'm still wearing the power armor, and it makes me less sneaky, and that's kind of problematic here. But I don't mind being a little tankier for these super mutants that are coming up. You know the ones. You know what I'm talking about. I'm going to try not to tick off the gunners. at the South Boston military checkpoint. I am instead going to head for this red rocket. Oop, who is it? Who? Oh my. 2 sentry bots? Boy, talk about overkill. Come on. Let's stay hidden. I don't feel like fighting sentry bots. There we go. 2 sentry bots, huh? Are they over by, isn't there like some robot sales place over here? I think there is. That must be what's up. Okay. Oh, we did level up. We could pick up a new perk. Okay. Okay. Good thinking. Good thinking. What do we want? I mean, each hit in VATS has a very good chance of filling our crit meter. Yeah. I like that one. We have run the VATS tree pretty good here. We're just keeping with the theme. Hello, Red Rocket. Now this has been modded into a settlement and not just a location. And I built a very nice one here at one point. I spent so many hours on Red Rocket settlements. and then I had to move Fallout 4 to a different drive, and I did. Uh-oh. Well, hello. Done. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that looks like... You know what that looks like. Uh-oh. Where are they? Oh, a frag mine. Interesting. How come that didn't blow them up? Not cool. Alright, I have been detected. So where are they? Whoa. Well, somebody found our boy. Go get him, Kate. That a girl. Open this door. Don't try to shut me out of the fight. Mm-hmm. All right. I'll take some 10 mil.
Find anything useful on him?
Kinda. So we're on the periphery of big gyms, and it is completely overrun by super mutants. Like a lot of locations, you have this kind of like archaeological layering of different occupations, you know, like Big Jim Salvage. It belonged to Big Jim. I think he rigged up a lot of the defenses around it, honestly. Then we saw it occupied, but oh my gosh, is that a super mutant just kind of walking along? Anyway. So where are we being shot at from? Oh, there. That is where. Uh-oh. It's not good. It's not great to hear the minigun chatter. But VATS isn't picking anybody else up. There's nobody on the road in an obvious way running up to us from that direction. Okay, hey, we finally lost him. Nice. Nice. Okay. Is there somewhere to sit down? Does this place... I'm taking that. We might get hungry. Does this place have a chair? Wow, it super doesn't. Okay. Okay, excuse me. Yeah, I'm not too worried about build limits, but sure, we'll just bump them. Workshop. Can we build a chair? We don't need this jack. I mean, I like a good floor jack, don't get me wrong. I don't know why that is hovering above the ground. But let's just put a bed here. A clean one. Perfect. Look at that. So nice. We can jump out of our power armor. Go take ourselves a little nap. Let's go 8 hours. Let's hit big gyms during the daylight. The update for AR2 made their separate patch for the North Boston PD location redundant. Okay, that's good. This was a pretty cool settlement at one point.
Building something good, I hope.
Anything need repair? Yep. Bing, 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 bing. All right. And then, I need to craft something. I need to cook some food, people. The glowing sea provided us a bounty of irradiated meats. Okay, we're thirsty. No problem. Properly hydrated. You know what? Screw it. I'll take on the super mutants without the power armor. Who needs it? Who needs it? Let's check some bodies though. Let's loot. Let's do the loot. Why do I pick up 38 ammo? Why? Why? Alright, I'm picking up a bunch of this. And honestly, I'm about to go drop it in the workbench, I'd say. Probably. Funny, these... Oh, it's a shoulder-mounted machine gun. That's what they were firing. That's what I was hearing. Okay. Alright. I didn't think those fired 5 mil, though. We'll just put it away. We'll drop all this ammo off. There we go. So we have a couple ways of approaching. We could go in the junkyard through the fence here, or we can just walk in through the front door. I kind of prefer to kick the front door down and just see how it goes. A skirmisher. Boy, you were wearing nothing but a diaper, buddy. Seems like a bad plan. Super mutants up here? Yep, there's one. Done! Yep. Done! That guy had a wasteland chain gun. Who's next? Done! Setting them up and knocking them down.
You
we
might
go.
hit something you regret.
Dead raider.
Quit firing your weapon like that.
Oh, stop it. These guys telling me not to fire my weapon like that? Come on, I'm doing good here, folks. I'm taking care of business. Pretty skittish bunch, these two. Alright, anybody up here? Nope. And... wait, you... he sounded close, but... I don't see anybody. Sometimes there's somebody up here, but I think we might have already taken them out. Oh, here they come. Wait, did I kill them both in one shot? I know it's a two-shot laser musket, but that doesn't make sense, right? Idiot. I think we're safe. So raiders were here. They got overrun by super mutants. Gunners are next door. This place is a real mess sometimes. Plasma grenade, huh? Okay. Look at that. This guy had a handmade rifle.
Whatever you find,
Huh.
don't forget to share. Watch it.
Sure, I'll take some nuclear material.
You want to start glowing or something?
All right, you two. Enough with the color commentary. Boop, 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 boom. Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is... oh, geez, Kate. You freaked me out for a minute there. Is this a naked person? Why aren't you wearing your tracker outfit? That's weird. Maybe she died in the middle of getting changed. Bourbon! Who's doing all the shooting? Is it someone shooting at us? It's not, right? That sounded like a sentry bot. There is a Yao Guai. Dang, a nasty one. Looks like a ghoulified Yao Guai. That's no good. Right? That thing looks like a ghoul. Well, that's just terrifying. We're gonna leave him alone. He can just patrol that side of the map for us. There's definitely nobody coming from over there without having to run into him first. Yeah, okay. Maybe the South Boston military checkpoint is doing some shooting. Really, there should be some gunners there after all. Okay, so let's get to the bottom of this. Right? John Miller's terminal. Oh, is this Big John's maybe? 8-2. I've sealed up all the cracks I could find in the trailer and made sure all the pipes are clamped tight. I still need to make sure ventilation is set up correctly, but I'll save that for next week. Shelley thinks we should start telling the kids about the shelter so they know where to go in case something happens. I'm not sure they need to know quite yet, though. All right. He has a junkyard. He has some No2. He has some pipe wrenches and some plumbing. He's ready to, like, try to do this for himself, right? 9:15. Okay, the ventilation is set up, but I'm having issues with the generator. It keeps shutting off for no obvious reason. Whenever the generator shuts off, the ventilation fans no longer work, which apparently vacuum seals the trap door on the shelter shut. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Wow. I think I figured out the generator ventilation issues. All the supplies are stocked and ready. The only thing left to do is wait. And hope we don't need to use it. I was telling Shane and Kimmy about the shelter, but how do you explain a bomb shelter to a 5- and 7-year-old? I just need them to know where it's at, so I tried to get them to repeat a rhyme, hoping that would help it sink in. In the tipped-over train, behind Dad's shop, climb up above and drop in the top. They seem to like the rhyme. All right. Master lock, huh? Well, we're not getting in there. That's okay. I don't believe it has, like, anything specifically important. Now, Big Jim Salvage is, you know... Ooh, look at you. A legendary super mutant fire starter. Had duelist marine armor? Right arm? Wow. That's some next level stuff. Now, who is shooting? There could be a super mutant left here somewhere. We're not 100% sure. Ah, there's somebody. Yo. Okay, bud. Dang it. I bet I'm not going to get another shot at him like that, am I? Well, let's... Yeah. Oh, there he is. There he is. Hey, there we go. I don't know if he was the last super mutant, but he might have been. They like to hang out up here. Over here. I think we got them all. So, let's go and explore. Wait a minute, there's a floor up here too? Huh. Mattresses? That's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. Ooh, boy, the raiders that had held this place. Right? Here, we'll sleep for 1 hour. That's fine.
I think I might have pulled a muscle or something.
Oh, Katron, you're so adorable. All right, anybody else? Anybody else? This is actually a fantastic sniping spot. I will try to remember that for next time I come here. Okay. Let's see what Big John figured out for his family's shelter. Him and his small children and his wife. Just a regular guy trying to use his know-how to figure some stuff out. Okay.
Heyday.
So there was a store here. This must be where he sold his wares.
Feeling nostalgic or something?
Assault rifle. I mean, we got to do this, right?
Yes.
The West Everett Estates? I don't remember a bunker over there. Oh, yes.
Couldn't have done it better
Yes, I know the one you mean now. Mm-hmm. That's true, David. Yeah. So we're going to check this one. Okay, come on. Okay, come on.
Nice.
I mean, weird to lock all that stuff up. I don't know why they bothered. Raiders here living their best lives, apparently. I will take the XP. Yes, yes. I remember the one you mean now. Another family bunker, yeah. More super mutants. Blech. They can be such bullet sponges, you know? It's too easy to fall prey to one of the suiciders, too. But, you know, c'est la vie, right? Okay. I don't see any super mutants loitering around. Take some dirty water. Rebound. I don't really remember what rebound does or does not do. We got some handmade rifles here. We probably wouldn't find them here if we showed up earlier in our playthrough. Like if we were lower level, chances are that's not what we would find. But some of this stuff is just a given. Like all the chems around here are a given. Those are always planted here specifically. Okay. Now how much of this was pre-war and how much of it wasn't? Pretty hard to tell, but this thing, that's the generator Big John was talking about. And if we follow the power lines from the generator... Oh, pff. What? Where is this guy? There he is. I hear a mutant hound. Whoa, that's a lot of 38 rounds. I don't know if I should even pick that up. Oh, wow, he's a legendary glowing mutant hound. Look at you. Yup. Done. So this is where the raiders obviously pitted people against each other in some sort of deathmatch type scenario for fun. And then clearly some of them were fed to mutant hounds. You know what probably happened? The super mutants moved in, like turned the fighting dogs the raiders had into mutant hounds and then fed the raiders to them probably. What do you want to bet? I think I'm going to have to pass up on all that ammo. It's going to weigh too much. That said, I'm okay with coming down here and checking this guy out. Double damage if the target is at full health. Nice. So we have like military guys. We got like pre-war deaths here. Military? Unless those are supposed to be like gunner skeletons. But we got like a lady. You know, settlers, I guess. Settlers and miscellaneous gunners, maybe? That's who we're supposedly looking at here? I'm not sure. Well, anyway.
Ammo, caps, whatever you find.
Let's just get our XP. We're already here. We're already running around. Big Jim Salvage is a place worth coming, but it does have a story, like, two just for the loot, but it's got a story. There's nothing here you have to have.
Got it.
But there's plenty here to make it worth checking it out. I do think there is, if you're trying to like complete the set, I do believe somewhere in here there is a Wasteland Survival Guide.
Some skill you have there.
Why, thank you. Well, you know, I try. Oh my gosh. Another super mutant still around here, huh? No fight today, huh? Lordy. Mutant hound chops. Nice. I'm not properly fed yet? Now I am. Let's find this guy. Where is he? Where is the super mutant that was complaining about no fight today? Buddy. I'd rather take him out than just have him pop up out of nowhere, you know? He's probably up here in this pile of junk. If we're going to get that Wasteland Survival Guide. Yes, someone there. I guess. Okay, so wherever he is, he doesn't know where I'm at. That's kind of a surprise. Like, honestly, where could he be? He'd have to be somewhere in this pile of junk, right? Stim packs. Lots of aid. Lots of aid, some ammo. It's a good place for looting. You just have to be able to deal with, you know, the brutes. Is he not here? What if... Ah, there you are. Thought so. I figured he must be up here. Whoa, tactical shredding minigun? Wow, that's got some stuff on it. I'm not taking the mini nuke. Tales of a Junktown jerky vendor.
What you reading there?
Going to read that now?
Mm-hmm. I think a shredding tactical minigun basically just has a sight, you know, like a reflex sight and a shredder barrel. It's nothing too fancy, I guess. I don't have to pick it up. Okay. I think we finally cleared this area out for the most part. Jet, Med-X. This is definitely a raider area. It's just like chems. At the shooting range, they have just a thing of psycho there, as though that's just part of the experience. I'm picking up 38 ammo here and there. I definitely don't need it. Okay, so anyway, here's Big Jim's thingy, right? This is the trailer he told his kids about. There's the power line going to the generator. If we come down here, we can go into the shelter and we can find out what happened to Big John.
Ugh, are you kidding me? It stinks in here.
Well,
Time for a bit of fun, is it?
I don't know, Kate. What are you talking about, fun? This isn't exactly the kind of place we're gonna have
May as
fun,
well
Kate.
take a look. Found some spare ammo in this thing.
So, Big John's safe key. Oh, okay, yeah. So we can... And there's Big John and his wife. I'll just... You know, we don't need any suspense about that. That's Big John and his wife, and those are two kids of about 5 and 7, I would say. You know? That's pretty rough. Big John tried. He really did. And I don't think we have any last, like, notes or anything. The railway rifle here is interesting. It's one he built, which makes it kind of special. But yeah, we don't need any final words to kind of understand what probably happened. Since the generator turned off, we don't know when it turned off, I guess, but yeah, this was his shelter, this was his bunker. I don't know if I would have wanted to be here. I mean, let's see. Does it check off the boxes? We had some food. All these cans got eaten, so maybe he and his wife actually lived long enough to eat all this food, right? I like how there's a light bulb in the fridge. That's cute. And also makes sense. So he sealed up the trailer. He buried it underground. Kind of classic approach. But, and then off of this end. So, beds, yes, technically. Food, yes, but, you know, limited supply. Bathroom. I'm not seeing one, so that's not great. No, McCready, everything's not all right because I don't see a bathroom down here. So nice try, Big John, but you get like a 0 out of 5 on bathrooms. People can't go forgetting the bathrooms. You just can't do that. Showers? I'll let somebody slide on a shower, but indoor plumbing, crucial. Oh boy, who is fighting out here? Who's fighting, right? We're thirsty. Let's have something. Properly hydrated. Wow, whatever this fighting is, it's happening right here. Brotherhood of Steel versus Gunners. Yeah. Nice one. Nice one, Kate. Wow, and the vertebrate pilot is fighting this gunner. I'll take the gunner out. We all know where that's going to go eventually. So. I love Kate just lobbing grenades non-stop. That's my girl right there. We're getting low on microfusion cells, but Kate, well done. Just chucking grenades down into the fray. Okay. Ooh. Ah, missed her. Dang it. Well, the gunners are still here. They're still coming after me. Here, I thought they needed help against the Brotherhood. Oh, that was my... What the heck? Alright. Lady, you are about to get it. Done!
You mean that's it?
Kate, if you're gonna talk crap, get down there and hit somebody with a bat. Alright? Just channel your combat zone days and do it. Ah, there you are. Ooh. Right, David? That's kind of funny. The Soul Survivor blows up 9,999 plasma mines, and the other ones just like, what was that? Okay, that was a raider that just got exploded over here. That's a lot of 38 ammo.
Don't forget to share.
I can't pick up that much 38 ammo. Those Wasteland chain guns are fun. Those are from a mod by Pignus that is just the kind of kit bash stuff he likes to do, and I think I like it as an addition to the game. It gives the 38 ammo a way to like still be cool, because when you're firing it at 500 rounds a second, and if you get a legendary with any effect on the rounds, explosive, poison, radiation, and any of those, you can really, really, really rack up some damage. And so that part's kind of fun. Okay, what do we got? Aqua Pura. You know, I do love the Brotherhood of Steel for dropping that. It's like right on. Is that a rad storm coming in? Of course it is. Aqua Pura. Ooh, this guy has an MO245. You know, I haven't picked up one of those yet in many playthroughs. They exist in my playthroughs, but I very rarely find anybody packing one. Oh, okay. Standard receiver, standard barrel, synthetic long scope. They're pretty heavy, though. They are pretty heavy. AK.
This is my favorite part of the job.
There are a couple uniques that the mod adds to the world. Kate, I need you to carry some of this stuff. I'm not going to use it. You know, I'm going to give her some more grenades. She's been doing God's work with those things. Here we go. Radstorm. Okay. At least they're using the... Yeah, they're doing it. They're using that Aquapura. It's like, okay, good. Somebody's getting something out of it. Alright, gang. We have a bed we can head back to.
This area isn't agreeing with us.
Oh boy, Radstorms. Oh boy. I'm gonna go like 12 hours. Let's just sleep through the whole dang night. We're gonna wake up hungry and thirsty, but that's okay. Yeah, this is... So, Big John's, one of the more tragic
Rise and shine.
failed bunkers. Not vault, bunker, you know? Pretty sad. I'm not sure how his kids died. You know, like, did the generator fail and everyone got stuck in there and they suffocated? Obviously, Big John or his wife, maybe both of them, were around to bury the kids. So, if the kids suffocated, you would think John and his wife would have too. You know, you would think that would have been kind of really the same for everybody. If there's not enough oxygen, there's not enough oxygen, right? Like, if your kids have suffocated, then there wasn't enough oxygen. Is this another gunner? Or a Brotherhood soldier? It's a combat armor helmet. So... Alright. Oh, a raider.
Swore I heard something.
Huh. A raider. Just one? Okay. We'll do a little more cooking.
That's something worth building. Whatever it is.
Wait, did we not have anything left to cook? I guess we can't cook anything. That's cool, I guess. That's whatever. Okay. Is there anything left to check out for sad bunkers? Let's see. West Everett Estates. I don't think I have them on the mark. Like... Oh, I do. I have West Everett Estates here. Not. It doesn't say cleared. It does not say cleared. I guess we could go here and approach West Everett from there. We could approach. We could, you know, go to the boathouse, swim over to West Everett Estates. We could try it that way. We can go check it out, right? We have a minute. So let's see here. What have we covered? Boston Mayoral Shelter. Definitely fits. The surveillance, K-21B, surveillance. Definitely one of those bunkers that didn't last, but was nice, except for the lack of bathrooms. Jeez, come on now. Even if it was a place of work, there should have been bathrooms. That's just a strange oversight. Okay, so here we are at the Poseidon Energy Turbine. We are hungry and thirsty. Let's gear up. Properly hydrated. Some fancy lads. What about some bubble gum? Didn't I... Cram. Cram will do it. There we go. Alright. Let's get up on the hill for a little better look. Up here around this military stuff. There's probably some power armor up here, unless I've already been here. If I've been here and I grabbed it, then I guess that's what happened. But Usually there's power armor. Unlooted stim packs. Kind of makes you wonder why the military was here at all. I don't see the power armor frame. The Protectron is up here doing his rounds. It's weird to have APCs and then we have a fighter jet just sitting here. Did it crash? These fighter jets look like the Zetans designed them or something. They're just so bizarre. Something like this. It just seems like just the strangest design. Like, how come there's no actual... This is just the antenna, you know? Like, where's the actual dorsal fin? It's not like this is some stealth plane with some stealth profile. So why doesn't it have an upright dorsal? What's up with that, you know? All right, anyway. Do I have some... Okay, I got some microfusion cells. We might be okay here. Done. Done. Okay, I see some movement there. He let the hounds out. That's interesting. He did. He ran and let the dogs out. That's cool. That's a cool detail. Right? Isn't it? It's a cool detail that one of the super mutants had to come and open the gate for these guys to let them out. Huh. That's neat, actually. Who's shooting now? Somebody's still at it. Ah, there's somebody. Okay, who else? Who else? I mean, there's somebody else, but I don't think the dude with the missile launcher is gone yet. I think he's still sitting in this house right here. That's where he's usually at. I'd rather not have to do this point blank, but hey, oh well. Right?
Ammo, caps, whatever you find, don't forget to share.
Well, good. You know, these doggos did their job. They came charging up the hill at me like they were supposed to. I mean, I couldn't let them actually finish me off, but you know, good dogs. Isn't it? It's kind of hard to hate mutant hounds, isn't it? Like, I do not like... Oh, there's another one. I do not like the regular dogs in the Commonwealth that come after you. But somehow, the mutant hounds, I'm like, yeah, okay. Whoa. Oh. Ooh. What was that gonna do? Huh. Okay. This guy just walking along. I have my light on and I'm still too sneaky for these guys. I also don't need 38 ammo, but whatever. Okay. So West Everett Estates, it was another one of those really decent attempts to fortify a neighborhood. You know, it's the most sanctuary-like development in Fallout 4 that isn't actually sanctuary. And somebody tried to, like, shore it up. You know, they built the walls. They did the work. And it worked for a while, you know? We'll try to find some terminal entries about it, but... Alright, I'm pretty sure there's somebody chilling with a missile launcher around here, right? There's always one of these guys with a missile launcher. I guess we could have taken him out already. But I haven't seen him. But good job to the settler who tried to, like, make this a thing. You know, look at these defenses. And we'll try to find some terminal entries or something. Aha. Damn it. I guess I can't shoot through there, Kate. There we go. Oh. You gotta love the super mutant. They're sort of like comical. They're sort of comical enemies, aren't they? Oof. Okay, McCready, good job. Up on the parapets. Way to go, bud. Looking, get to the high ground. I like it. What do you got? A tactical shredding minigun. Well, that could have been pretty problematic for us, couldn't it? This is another place with a lot of decent loot. Ooh, Nuka-Cola. Fixer. Carrot, yes. Cram, okay. I mean, like, on the one hand, way to go, survival playthrough. On the other hand, you know, this is, if you're a lower level character, this is going to be too much for you. Like, do not come to West Everett Estates at level, 20 or something. You're going to be in bad shape. But we have a lot of food here, and it's not because of the super mutants. It's because the super mutants, like at Big John Salvage, pushed out raiders. Raiders were chilling here, and then super mutants showed up and took them out. We got beds. We got, like, very old skeletons. But we could... Oh, right. I forgot this parked right over some rad damage. We have a cap stash. We got some pre-war money. No, I don't need that. I don't need any bowling pins. But the raiders were entertaining themselves here. It's not the super mutants who set up the bowling. It'd be kind of fun if super mutants had any inclination towards entertaining themselves like that. It'd be pretty funny if you found super mutants who set up bowling sometimes, but that's just not really how it goes, is it? Okay, so this settlement had corn, right? They had food. Like, they don't just have food. They have a way of getting more food without having to... Ooh, a service rifle. So I'm thinking the raiders probably brought a lot of the random stuff here that's here, food wise. But it's the settlers that planted the crops. We all know that. Raiders don't do that stuff. Glasses. Radix. Cradles. Man. Cribs. Cribs are tough to... It's tough seeing cribs in the wasteland, you know? Because you know what happened. Hey, McCready. You know what happened to the kids. They probably didn't get a chance to grow up. Alright, the super mutants have been here for a minute. We had a very technologically savvy person living here at one point. Booby trapped? No? Someone living in this house set up a lot of booby traps, tinkered with a lot of things.
Won't be able to hack this.
Lance, I guess, was his name. Oh my gosh, did the Brotherhood just show up? Of course they did. That's right, I'm taking down a vertibird with a 10 mil. Don't mess with the deliverer. Bye-bye. That's a lot of booby traps, buddy. Okay. So that I know which super mutant's still talking. It's the one that was in the outlying house, the one that's still very much under construction.
Sweet.
He has a mutant hound out there with him too. He always seemed like maybe he was a bit of an outcast or something because he's out there all by himself. Okay, who's doing this? Kate, take him out. Take him out, Kate. Just do it. Oh my god. The deliverer, absolutely. The deliverer owning these T-60 clad knights. Oh, McCready, sorry, dude. Hang on, pal. Hang on. I got you.
That's better.
Yeah. Oh, who's that? A raider. A raider shows up. What was that? Raiders, man, I tell you. Seriously. A melon. I could use some more microfusion cells. A stim pack. Okay. This was a serious vertibird. This thing was packing 3 nights.
Ammo, caps, whatever you find, don't forget to share.
Find anything useful on him?
A sweet roll. Some food. Food's useful. Okay. I think we're done with the combat. Raider scum. He had a service rifle. Those are starting to show up more. I am parched from lack of water. Whoa. 510 millimeter rounds? Why? Oh, a tactical shredding minigun that fired 10 mil rounds? Okay, I gotta have a look at this thing. I have to have a look at this minigun. We're leveling up. We're leveling up. It's gonna be... I mean, we could go nuts with the last... Each hit in VATS has an excellent chance of filling my crit meter. Let's just go there. Let's just be that much of a beast.
About dropping some of that crap you're carrying.
But seriously, hang on. Weapons. This thing fires 10 mil. Huh. 12 damage a shot. That's 50% more damage than 5 mil. Huh. The rate is low, though. 200. That's not fantastic. We're still overweight because, you know, obviously a million rounds of ammo. And all of this stupid junk. We can drop that. I'm keeping the Enclave paint can.
You're moving way too slow unless you lighten your load.
Yeah, I know. Hang on. Kate, are you able to carry some more?
Right, darling.
I hope so. Okay, she's carrying some ammo for us. Keep taking it, Kate. Wow, she does not skip leg day. All right. These raiders this was a serious bunch of raiders that showed up here. And I guess that must be who the Brotherhood were here to That must be who got the Brotherhood's attention. Was some raider patrol nearby? It's a shame, the Brotherhood is mad at me because, honestly, if all they were doing was out here cleaning up raiders, I'd leave them alone. All right, backyard bunker. Here we go. This is a long stream. I do work today, but I work the late shift. I've got a little time. So, this family bunker, I'm already liking it better than the last one. Like Big John, no offense, Big John, but you didn't have a very good setup compared to this one. I mean, this one's like concrete, not a buried trailer. And this one has a kitchen. With coffee cups and a sink and an oven and stuff. There's a TV here. We've seen from the Fallout TV series that there is such a thing as video discs, VHS style discs, so maybe they could have even been playing something. It's not like it'd get a signal down here, but that's good. We've got like athletic equipment. We have hazmat suits. We have evidence of food. I'm gonna unlock this.
Nice.
Fixer. Yeah, okay.
You're pretty handy with a bobby pin.
I know, Kate.
Trick. Should teach me that sometime.
We've got a bunch of ammo here. We've got some weapons, some armor.
Guessing that reminds you
We
of the
have
old days.
workbenches.
You like old stuff, don't you? Don't see the point.
We have a bathroom. It even has a sign. We have a bathroom. I mean, right now, this for somebody's home effort, this thing is strong. This is a strong effort.
This isn't so bad, believe it or not. I've seen worse.
Yeah, agreed, Kate. I was just saying that. So we got beds. Yes, check. I mean, somebody was thinking, and it looks like they were continuing to expand, or at least they had ideas about continuing to expand the vault. Well, not vault, the bunker. But okay, is it big? No, this is pretty small. We got bathrooms, we got a couple bunk beds. We got like the general communal area here, and that's it. That's what you got. But workbenches. Hazmat suits. As far as non-vault bunkers, especially like an amateur effort, this is strong. I like this one. Now, I thought there was a holotape here somewhere. Maybe it's in Wayne's terminal. Yeah, there it is. Wayne's logs. Made it home. October 26th, 2077. We know what happened. The boys finally cried themselves to sleep. It's been 3 days since the bombs fell and everything has gone to shit. Our director up at MedTech got advance notice. And if I hadn't put that code into his terminal that forwarded his logs to me, I would have been trapped up there along with everyone else when the lockdown kicked in. Oh. So this person worked at MedTech. But he must have been some IT guy who was piggybacking the director's logs to him. Okay. I had to make my way on foot to Malden to get the boys. I'm so proud of them for remembering the plan. Michael managed to get David away from the teachers and... Oh, wow. This guy saved himself from a lockdown at MedTech. We've seen what that was going to look like. Saved his kids from going into the Malden shelter. We know what would have happened there. From, a couple streams ago. Michael managed to get David away from the teachers, and they ran and hid like I told them instead of going in that vault. We made it back here into our bunker just as the planes started going overhead. We listened to the radio for a while, but then the station cut out. I can still hear gunfire out there, Bonnie, I don't know if you're still out there, but I'm praying you are. Okay, so he had somebody. Bonnie. November. Bonnie, it's been 2 weeks and I wish you were here. I want so badly to head to the hospital to try to find you out. But Boston is too dangerous and I can't leave the boys on their own. Wait a minute. I think I know which Bonnie he's talking about. Just a sec. Little David keeps asking when Mom is coming home, and Michael has started to glare at me when I say that you are still at the hospital helping people. I've been listening to the intermittent reports on the radio after they have gone to bed, and I think he overheard one where they were talking about the fighting in the city. It sounds like the fighting down there is really bad. I hope you're safe, hon. So, the hospital where in Sim Settlements the night ravens or whatever the medical folks are. I'm forgetting their names. Where those folks set up, the one where there's a bunch of sick gunners at first, and then you negotiate to take over the hospital from the gunners, kind of a thing, that hospital, there is a holotape on the top floor near that scanning, like that MRI scanner type thing, pretty high up in the hospital. There is a holotape. I think the gal's name is Bonnie who left it, and I think she's talking about being sorry she couldn't meet up with her husband. But she's still helping people at the hospital, if I remember, when she leaves the holotape, I think. Right, the neighbors. It's been 3 months since the bombs fell. I left the bunker for the first time last night. Our plan to tap into the main from the water tower worked, but the piping took more duct tape than I expected and was leaking pretty bad. We didn't have any more in the house, so I tried to sneak over to the Cobb's house across the street. He was working with the construction crew in the neighborhood, so I figured he might have some. I was in Ron's den where he'd been working on that Nuka-Cola machine and must not have heard him over the distant gunfire and explosions. There was just that cold barrel pushed up against the back of my head suddenly. Right? Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Bonnie. I don't know if you're still out there, but it's your 30th, so David and Michael made you a cake. It didn't really turn out, but I let them open a can of frosting, which was nice. And the Ameses and I have been busy in the past few months. Lance and his brother have been on their way back from a vacation in New York with their families when the bombs fell. Took them weeks to make it back here, mostly on foot. They had a plan to build a wall around the neighborhood, and after he saved my life, I could hardly say no. To get the biggest part done in a night, we stole a couple trucks from the Irish Pride shipyard nearby. I didn't ask how Leon knew how to hotwire a truck. Lance had us pull them around to the edges of the yards and start the wall. Truth be told, I flipped mine and damn near took out the house. It was another month before we had the rest of the wall ready. But we've been keeping watch shifts since then, and the kids have all enjoyed getting to come outside. All right. So we know how West Everett Estates started.
What do we have here?
It began in a promising way. And this guy, what a presence of mind.
Firearm in here.
Like, this is a guy who understood that he wasn't going to get notice, like that no one was looking out for him, and he was going to have to just find a way to get the information that the important people had. And he's the one who understood that the vault underneath Malden was no good. Like, talk about, yeah, and some of the neighbors were on their way back from New York and made it mostly on foot. And then the whole neighborhood banded together and walled off West Everett Estates. And we have Lance's terminal. He's the kind of like mechanically inclined guy over there doing all that tinkering. I didn't open Lance's terminal, but yeah. This has probably got some booby traps around it too. But while we're here, why not, right? Plenty of loot in West Everett Estates for anybody interested in just, stuff. And the story is kind of inspiring. I mean, we can see that it didn't turn out perfectly, but
No way.
Master, dang,
Paris.
come on now. Ah, this is the dude who was working on the Nuka-Cola machine. This is the dude who had some duct tape. Indeed. And this was the first neighbor that the guy writing the logs, Molotov cocktail, encountered. He was also kind of a prepared guy from the looks of it. Yeah, okay. Good job, West Everett. Nice, you know, nice try. Must have felt pretty hopeful. Or at least kind of. Right? But we see evidence that this place probably belonged to some raiders for a while. Expert. I think I can get expert if I have a locksmith's reader, so let's try it.
Won't be able to pick this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. That's a community doing its thing. I like that story. It must be kind of like what happened at places like Bunker Hill and Diamond City. You know, they must have had their formative moments too, where things were touch and go.
That's it.
Well, you made that look like child's play.
Truth. Here, we're gonna sleep for a minute.
Skill you
You
have
have
there.
a good sleep. I know I did.
Fatigue?
That.
Punks. This is why I don't like sleeping on dirty mattresses, damn it. Alright. I'll eat pork and beans. I'll drink some water. We're properly hydrated. That's nice. Iguana on a stick. We are now properly fed. Let's cook some mutant hound meat. We got a bunch of that, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. There we go.
Let me know if you find some spare ammo.
We're splitting all that, right?
All right, West Everett. Cool. Cool to see. But dang, these Brotherhood. I'm sorry, Brotherhood. I mean, like, you guys, I think you slowed down to take out those raiders, and then then me and my crew just wiped you out. Oh, because we're not raiders. Nice. You know, ooh, vodka, bourbon, whiskey, more bourbon. Okay, so we know what their tastes ran to. Oh, is that a butter knife? Oh man, that is a lot of alcohol, and I think we know what might have happened here. I wonder when. You know, it's too bad. It's too bad. It seems like this community had a shot. There's a camera here and a lot of pictures. This person liked their memories. And maybe that was part of the problem, you know? Maybe they were living in the past. Ooh, is that an actual Nuka-Cola? I think it is. And I imagine when you're living in the past, when you got the old world blues, this is a tough reality to face. All right, I'm curious. Is that super mutant who sets up shop in this house? Is he still there? Yeah, he is. Not anymore. Ooh. What the? No. Uh-oh. That's bad. Holy cow. These stinking... Alright, rat away. I think I'm... What? No, 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 no. No more. No more Brotherhood. Get out of here. Golly, come on now. Well, you want to bet they crash right into me. Okay, not this time, for once. Who we shooting at, McCready? Who we shooting at? Where are they? I know you're shooting at somebody. Yep. Wow. The physics. Oh! Kate, did you have to bounce them over there? I don't need the Mechanist holotape. Okay. Blazing lead pipe. Whoopity-doo. I could have sworn there was a legendary iBot, but I guess it blew itself up, and who knows where that landed, right? Yeah. Usually, I mean, it is the Brotherhood, guys. They're usually carrying something useful. Where do you suppose that iBot went? Finally, you can start your Vault-Tec Enclave playthrough. Well, I understand. Ash pile. So that means NPCs killed each other there. Yeah, it was us, Kate. It was us. Dang, West Everett Estates, it gets kind of a surprising amount of Brotherhood attention, doesn't it? I mean, I imagine they come here on reports of super mutants, and then they find what they find, you know? Well. Same goes for us. You know, if we loiter around here, we're going to find what we find. Am I right? I'm tired. You know what? You're tired from lack of sleep. I'll do Nuka-Cola. We got this. Just a Nuka-Cola. There we go. Who's tired now? All right. I guess it's time for us to jump back to the old Diamond City. Okay. Well, the West Everett Estates was one of the best homemade bunker attempts that we saw. Definitely better than the Gorski cabin. Definitely better than Big John's salvage. I'd say the military installations like Fort Hagen and like the surveillance center, those are strong. But some of them have some real, like, issues. The surveillance place had no bathrooms, had no beds, didn't really have food, like, didn't have a way of making any food. Who thought that was good? Right? Who planned that plan? I want to know. Oh, jeez. Hang on. Let's smoke a cigarette to keep us awake here. I have become addicted to smokes. Well, guess it'd be wrong to say I didn't see that coming. Hi. Hi. It's just you, huh, buddy? All right. Anyway. Those are rookie numbers.
Let's see what you've got.
The highest quality available.
Yeah, I've got around 300, I think, but they're not all installed at the same time. You know, I don't install them all. You guys have seen. my Nexus load out. You guys know. I'll sell this 308. Ooh, that's a lot of pre-warm money. Maybe he's got some microfusion cells or something I can... There we go. I could use more of those. Good enough.
You like old stuff,
for
don't
now.
you? See the point?
I do, Kate. I do. So we're gonna go ahead and take some antibiotics.
Time's long gone.
Start collecting antiques.
That should cure the lethargy. Oof. I'm trying to think of other like attempted bunkers. I mean, certainly there are more that mods have added that we're not thinking of. You know, even like CC content. That there is that that recent one that adds the ex-NCR guy, the Deathclaw Hunter dude, into the Commonwealth. He's living in a bit of a... He's living in a bit of a bunker, right? I guess we can't call the subway systems, like now and then you find people chilling in the subway, in an old subway station, but that's not a bunker, so that doesn't count. Yeah. I'm thinking.
Ow. I think I might have pulled a muscle or something.
I can't think of any in like Lexington. I can't think of any downtown Boston. There's vaults, you know, there's the vault that Skinny Malone's at, 114 or whatever, the Triggermen vault, but you know. Yeah. We can sit. Look at that. Just chilling on the old couch. This is a nice pad. It's a nice pad. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Are there other bunkers? Quincy doesn't have any. I mean, the Glowing Sea has that one, oh, I just thought of one. The hang on. What do we call it? Where are you? I haven't been there, so maybe it won't be that easy for me to find, but no. Yeah, that's it. The Federal Ration Stockpile. That's a bunker. That counts. The Federal Ration Stockpile counts, and I think maybe... Oh, not that I have it on the map, but the police ration something set up right here in the warehouse that has the mole rats in it that you have to jump on top of a bunch of cargo containers to get in the top of the building to unlock it. That has a door to an underground system of tunnels. That one's a bit bunker-like. I guess it's not a bunker, but it's an underground storage facility. And that one's borderline, but I do think the Federal Ration Stockpile counts. And we know what happened there. I mean, you can see the evidence of it. Raiders moved in at some point. Military guys who had defended that place got overrun by somebody at some point, right? I mean, like, the military presence there is, they're all dead. So I'd say after the bombs fell, the military maintained a presence there for a while. Yeah, right. The Lonely Church is the back door that leads to the federal ration stockpile, which is the front door. Yeah, it's true. So yeah, the back door is up here somewhere. And up by the Lonely Church, you know. Yeah, because we've got the commune. What's it called? Whatever that commune is that you can take as a settlement that has, you know, Dr. Feelgood hovering around it. I can't remember the name of it now, but that place that's over here next to the church, the Forgotten Church, which is the back door to the federal ration stockpile. Yeah, that counts. That's a bunker. But we can kind of read the writing on the wall there. It's just after the bombs fell, desperate people probably overran the federal ration stockpile because that's what it was, a ration stockpile. I think they overran the military defenders there. And then at some point, somewhere along the way, raiders moved in. Who knows when? It's been so long, right? That seems like what the environment... Thank you, Sunshine Tidings. I appreciate that. Thanks. Yeah, that's the one. I don't have it on my map. I haven't gone and found it. But yeah, and you know, we haven't gone to Nuka World, but there is there is Project Cobalt. You know? There's Project Cobalt. And I guess... I don't know if this is true. I guess MedTech Research kind of has a bunker. I mean, you do have to go down in an elevator pretty far to get to the basement of MedTech Research. It's not a bunker, though. It's just a basement. Anyway, yeah. I think the federal ration stockpile might be the only one we didn't visit in person today. So yeah, there we go, folks. And I do work today, so I suppose I should jump off. I should go get ready. This is a long stream, it's true. But thanks for hanging out, everybody. I'm trying to like bounce back from the setback on the van. It's pretty intense because I've got to spend more money to and I've got to undo a lot of my work that was a big effort. I've got to undo it, and then I'll have to redo it again. Yet again. But yeah. But I'm trying to pivot. I'm trying to just have a good attitude, let it be a learning experience. I'm trying to like stop stressing about the deadlines. In a couple of weeks, there's this thing called the Rod Run at the End of the World. It's just the perfect car show to take my Fallout van to, because the name, you know, Rod Run at the End of the World. It takes place in Long Beach, Washington, which is a long beach that you can drive on. They claim world's longest beach. I don't know. It's a big claim, but it's a very long beach that you can drive your car on for a long time. It's very cool, and there's a big car show out there every year, so I can make it to next year. And I really was going to try to get the van there with its cool new bumper and its cool new engine and all the things so that you guys could see a video about it. But I think I have to let that go. I don't think I'm going to be able to turn this all around in 2 weeks flat, which means that the van project, I'll try to get as much done as I can before the weather turns, but the van might not really see a lot more driving until next summer. You know, winter shows up here and it gets cold and rainy, sometimes snowy, and that I won't be driving the van in that. You know what I mean? Washington State. Yeah, state. Not East Coast, West Coast. I'm on the West Coast, folks. So yeah. All right. See you, everybody. Thank you for being here. I will try to let people know what's going on with the van, but I'm not going to make a video about the van that never started. That's too anticlimactic. Maybe I'll hang on to some of this footage, but eventually you're going to get a video when that thing's actually running. That's when you'll get one. So, all right, everybody. Bye-bye. Love y'all. Have yourselves a great week. I'll see you again on Friday, okay? Take care. Thank you for being here, everybody.